Is your wife giving you a hard time, Josh?
No, she was telling me she was leaving me with the children. So
That's either a good thing or a bad thing.
I hear that if you feed the Benadryl, things get better.
Oh yeah, I forgot about I need to go do that.
Welcome everybody to Sci-Fi Writers Play D&D, where we have a huge panel of people to play D&D today, and for James to plead and beg the audience to believe that he doesn't kill any of us.
There we go. Yes.
But one of the exciting things is we have 2 Dragon Award finalists here today, Grunk and Arlen. I'm kidding. Josh Hayes and Nick Cole. Josh, who are you playing today?
I am playing Colder, a half-elf cleric. If I can talk, I can write. I just can't speak.
I would pay good money to see a half-elk cleric.
My father-in-law has got some really cool antlers. I'll bring them the next time.
Wait, which end do you get?
Yeah, really. Hey, and Josh, you have to change your name at the bottom to your character's name.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You don't have to be sorry. It's just I get easily confused.
Just put Colder, Dragon Award nominee.
and Mr. Nick Cole, who is playing the infamous Prometheus, which we all know should never take anything he hands us.
That's pretty much true.
Never trust Prometheus. He's a bad guy. And yes, Jason Ansbach, my co-writer, and I did get nominated for a Dragon Award along with Josh Hayes for his book that I think you can see subtly placed in the background there. What is it called? Stolen Valor? What is that?
Dang, that's cool.
And I'll have to diss on our own book. It's called The Not So Savage Wars. But honestly, I'm really happy for Josh because him and I have hung in Vegas, and he is a fine individual. And if you cast your vote for him for the Dragon, it is not a wasted vote. He is an excellent up-and-coming writer. If he avoids prison, I see big things for him.
There we go.
There's a fine line.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Science fiction.
He doesn't want to.
Thriller. You name it. I guess the big thing.
He's got 1,000 patents. He's supposed to be really good with computers, but he never stays on more than 5 minutes in our game.
Society, so keep watching.
I can't hear him. Okay, I'm hitting it right now. I love this button.
I think
Hit the button.
Mike just did it.
Can you hear me?
You're back, Mike. I can hear you.
So did you guys hear me when I said that?
Yep, we did.
I
did. And then James started talking over the top of you, but it's all fixed. Hey, Grums, also known as Arlen, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, sir, or we can introduce you as the basically founder and genius brains behind all great Blizzard titles and the new I'm going to say it wrong, Emerator, right? That's
absolutely 100% wrong. Yeah, everyone gets it wrong. Because we couldn't call the game Ember because that's already taken on Steam and already taken on the web. So we went after the planetary designation EM-8ER, which no one can pronounce. M8er is probably the least flattering way to say it. But yeah,
right. If you went with just M and 8 and then called it Mater, then maybe it would be like people who thought this was like a Fruit Ninja version of with tomatoes would show up.
Yeah, I get all sorts of
hit points are 28, and AC is. Hold on a second. Let me.
James and Rothman are just utter chaos.
I think 4.
You see
4.
Both of them slapping the F5 button back and forth.
Yes.
Gurik, go ahead and introduce.
Yes.
James. I don't think he can hear me either.
James in this game. Or am I only the second James this time around?
I think so. So go ahead, hit us with some knowledge.
Sure. James S. Aaron, author of Galactic Law.
Yes, I did.
If you misjudge Dread, go read Galactic Law right now. It's on.
because that's basically what we do with Galaxy's Edge. It's Star Wars, not Star Wars. And I think when you surf in on a major brand, and you're going to do it right and have fun, that is a great way to go, James.
Yeah, nice.
I'm encouraged.
And we lost the party.
No, I'm here.
Let's go on up to
everybody has
Lance
changed.
Scorpio. JR, why don't you tell us about your life? And
Mike, you
try not
need to
offend
change
anybody.
your bottom
Ooh, that's a tough
name
one.
to Levi.
I feel like every time I
James.
walk in the room,
Alright.
people get offended when they look at me.
Oh wow, this is like majorly glitchy.
A lot's going on, but I think James might be still having some technical difficulties. He can't hear some of the people because he's. Hey,
Yeah, I think
Jim,
Walt.
what can you hear?
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm hitting F5 again.
I think Walt's trying to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
So I was able to hear James.
I thought I was missing something there.
No, it gets weird in here
He'll come
sometimes.
back.
Lost them all together.
Prometheus, did you happen to look at what Calder's tag says?
I did. I think that is beautiful. It's brilliant.
That's fantastic. How about it, Wordna? Give us a little knowledge bomb.
Right.
I mean, it'd be cool to meet a celebrity or something at the Dragon Awards, but everything's going to be virtual this year. So
That's the best. So if certain people start flaming certain people, which I kind of fully expect this time around, there will be no drunken bar fight in the cheap hotel bar. You'll have to get on an airplane and just go light that guy up.
Now listen, if you guys win, then I'll get drunk in my bed.
to him, it got chipped. So that's the thing you freak out about the whole time. Are you going to get a broken one? And then are you going to be that guy who's like, well, this is broken and I need a new one? But mine came really nice. So
I'd be that guy. I'd be pissed.
Yeah. But the truth of it is awards don't mean anything and they don't do anything for you, but they're fun to have. But it's nice. It's nice. I think of it more as for the readers because they went out and got it, and they voted for it, and so I'm happy for them. And I'm trying to talk Jason basically into letting his teenage boy just travel the United States, letting everybody hold it.
For a nominal fee, of course.
I've got a fan request, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Not many people know that you auditioned for the role of Deckard Cain in
That's
Diablo,
true.
and we'd like to hear you say something as Deckard Cain.
Sure. Stay and talk a while. That's quite a Roderick cube you've got there.
That'll do it.
I was that was my favorite audition of all time because I went into this cheesy studio in Santa Monica, and they gave us copy, and they try not to tell you anything, but I'm reading it, and I've played Diablo 2, and it's the Horanaim, and this is for Diablo 3, and I'm looking at the call sheet, and it's $200 an hour for several months. So to an out of work actor, you're like, man, I am going to make some bank on this, but I know this is Diablo, which is a bonus round for me. So I think the actor who had done it before in Diablo 2 wanted more money. And so they were kind of like, well, let's see if we can get somebody else. So I go in there, and there's 4 producers in there and the casting agent, and I just bang it out of the park. And they're like, this is great. Can you do a little more Sean Connery? So, because Deckard Cain is aged, so I throw a little bit more of that in. And then I just stop him, and I'm like, is this Diablo? And they all get ghost looks on their face.
Oh, jury duty.
Yeah. And they're all, we cannot tell you that. So I go out, and the casting director's like, you have totally booked this. And I go home thinking I've totally booked it and everything like that. And I never heard from them again. But I was close.
Coincidentally, that's also the way he sounds when you walk down Vegas Boulevard after you've been hanging out at the bar with him. He talks like that nonstop.
Stay, stripper, and take off your top a while. Quite a bit of coconuts you've got there.
I need these identified.
I played Diablo 3, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Diablo 3 and watch the actor that took my work, and then they kill him like in the first scene, and you're like,
oh yeah.
It was an hour's worth of work.
Or then they kill him to introduce a character that by the end of Diablo 3 you just hate her guts. So if I were going to make Diablo 4, I would bring Deckard Cain back, and I would cast me in it, and I would give me a lot of money.
That would be quite a trick because he's pretty much atomized. So
yeah, exactly.
Did you guys see the trailer for the new Diablo?
I have not.
It was very creepy.
God, it's vicious.
I have where I live, everybody works at Blizzard, and one of my guys told me that he was seeing some in-house footage, and he's like, "It's really dark," and I'm like, "Cool."
Yeah.
Thank goodness we're getting back to that.
Well, are we good? Have we lost James forever? Should I DM?
I don't know. We might have to take over. I mean, if you DM, we'll probably make out a lot better. I see spinning circles.
Anybody in phone con with him?
He's refreshing.
Yeah.
He's trying to come back online right now. If he's struggling, we can give him a quick buzz.
Yeah.
But yeah,
if he's resurrected, does he come back at -2 Constitution?
There's also the thing where we're going to have to give up a magic item to get him back.
-2 players.
Maybe there was just too much Dragon Award nominee finalist goodness in one panel.
It could be.
You can never have enough of that.
There's one true one, and that's all that matters.
There can be only one.
I feel like Highlander up this.
If they start busting out swords, I'm going to be really pissed because I'm
What
not there.
What will you do, Josh, if you win? What will you do with this magic award?
You know what? It's going to go right here on my. So this is a shout out to the WoW people in the room, but it'll replace my Arthas statue in front of my computer.
It'll go with his doll collection.
Yeah.
Mark Kern, do you have any background info that no one?
Hello.
Hey,
James.
Hey.
Hello.
Mark Kern, do you have any Arthas
Hello?
trivia you can tell us?
Hey, James.
Oh, there's something I can tell
I
you about
rebooted my
the runes on the
whole
sword.
machine.
I can hear you, James. That's all that matters.
Say one bit of. Hold on, real quick, James. One bit of trivia about Arthas. You were going to tell us, Mark.
I don't know if I can say it. I think it's covered by NDA. But there was a lawsuit.
That's JR. That's all that matters, my friend.
Okay. We don't want to get you in trouble. All right, James, take it away.
Here?
Yep, I'm here. Take it away.
I don't know that he can hear us. I don't know that he can hear us.
Is Walt here?
Oh, yeah. I get you.
I see Walt. I hear no Walt.
Jim,
I just want to say Arthas is my favorite WoW character. Just throwing that out there. Or a Warcraft character.
Now, is that the guy that does the flossing?
Yeah, it was a bummer when Arthas got canceled for inappropriate elf touching.
Are they going to make a second World of Warhammer movie?
World of Warcraft. Don't get weird.
Well,
whatever.
I have no idea. We worked so hard on those pitches and tried for years and years and years. Even when we were part of Universal Studios, it was I had to go pitch it along with a World of Warcraft movie to the producer of I guess all the Mummy movies, and he showed up like an hour late to the meeting and with an entire entourage, and he just didn't get games and was like, no, this is lame.
Did you have any say in the cinematic that came out for Wrath of the Lich King?
I did not. No, Cinematics actually is run by a completely separate department, and basically Metzen would work closely. Chris Metzen, the original writer of a lot of the Warcraft lore, would work closely with them on it, and it would be kind of a surprise to the rest of us. The whole WoW dev team, we'd get into the Blizzard Theater and see the cut for the first time, just like an early cut, and it would be new to us, and we'd all cheer.
Oh man, I think that cinematic is probably my favorite cinematic of all time.
And the cheering was observed and recorded in your permanent.
Yeah, I'm done fangirling now. I'm sorry.
Well,
Jim,
Have we lost him?
I don't know. Let's try it.
There
James,
we go.
can
It's
you hear
okay.
us?
I played that game until. I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Can
All right.
you hear everybody, Jim?
James, take it
Okay.
away, sir.
Okay, so here we are in Greyhawk City. We've all rested. Does anybody want to buy anything in town before we go over to the bad place?
A ballista.
I bought
I did-
cheese and bread.
I did
for-
buy a new horse since mine got eaten.
Yeah, I'm assuming you all bought new horses. So let's subtract 25 gold from all of our gold totals
All right.
for the horses. And then we're riding the Greyhawk, and we ride 10 miles, and it's an easy trip at dawn. And there we are. We see the Elf Tower, the ruined Elf Tower. We see the ruined Dwarf Tower, and we see the ruins of Castle Greyhawk. And now we just have to choose where we want to go.
Did we want to attempt to find a way around the gatekeepers so we can keep more of our loot first?
Okay, that requires you to search the land around Greyhawk,
We love searching the land around Greyhawk.
if that's what you wish to do.
Andrew, did you have some thoughts about today's adventuring?
I do. I don't hear Jim anymore, so I don't know if he's still with us or if I just
No!
Oh no, we were so close.
I'm here.
dropped.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I had two things. One, I've spent some time training an unseen servant to be able to pull the knots on our horses' ties so that they can hopefully run away if more trolls come when we tie up. If option 2 fails us, then I think our next goal will be to try and get some hirelings to stay with them. Otherwise, they'll keep getting eaten. That's a thing until we go hunt down the trolls. And then 2, I improved my arsenal. I designed some custom spells, paid money for, and upgraded my arsenal so that I can have more firepower.
Okay, great. James, did you catch all that?
I think we broke him again.
Yeah,
I
I
did
don't hear him at all.
catch
No,
all
hold
of that. Can you guys hear me?
How many?
I can hear you.
sir.
No.
Yes.
Oh, this is so irritating.
No, we can hear you.
No, James, we can hear you.
I can hear you guys just fine, but you
I
can't
do
hear me.
not.
That's-
Oh,
I can hear.
you.
Andrew, you can hear me?
That's weird. We can
Tell
hear
Andrew to hit F5.
Yeah.
Right.
That's weird, all right.
The calamities of roll.
It's
20.
weird, Andrew. We can hear you through his mic.
Oh, that's bizarre. Here, let me try refreshing again then, I guess.
Yes, exactly. I've got a little triangle with an exclamation point on
Okay,
Andrew's
James,
head.
can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
And next week on Discord,
Right.
Okay,
Really?
James. I think most of us can hear you, and then what we'll do is we'll just translate around. But go ahead. I think what we're going to do is Andrew was saying he's made an unseen servant to guard our horses.
Right, I did hear that.
I don't think he heard me.
I think he refreshed.
Yeah, I have a giant exclamation on his, so I'm wondering if that means that he's in and out of connection. I don't know.
it could be.
Well, is there any chance we have too many people on board?
No, because it's streaming fine. The stream health looks good. It might be native to the particular machines. How it's interacting with Roll20. Because it's periodic and spotty between the people. So some of us can hear each other and the others can't. But yet some of the ones that can't can hear others. So I don't think it's coming out of Roll20.
Is everybody on the Google browser?
Yes.
Chrome, yes.
I'm on Chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that I salute you, Levi. It is not your fault this time.
Now, how many of you can
Ron,
hear, how many of you can hear Jim right now?
Well, he bounced a second ago. He
Yeah,
went-
it's just a blank screen for him.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah, now I see him.
I'm very sorry. I don't know what the problem is. I apologize.
We can hear you.
Okay, so what tower did we want to go down?
Why don't we go check out the Dwarven Tower this time? That might be
Okay.
a little more on our speed.
Wonderful. So you go to the Dwarven Tower, and there are 4 massive dwarves standing at the top of some stairs.
Is that an
They're
oxymoron?
really unusually. What?
The massive dwarves. Sorry. Go ahead.
They're really massive creatures. You've never seen dwarves so thick and muscular, and they all have glowing hammers that look quite deadly, and then they welcome you warmly to the tower, and they explain how things are going to work, whether you want them to or not, and they wish you a lot of luck. And so there are the stairs to go down.
And how are things going to work?
Yeah, what do they explain to us?
They're going to take 25% of all gold, and they're going to take the best gem of any gems that you find.
And do we get to keep
And naturally-
any fallen comrades? Can we keep those?
Yes, of course. Why would they want your fallen comrades?
I don't know. Ask the elves.
Is my sword
they-
going to have a problem with that?
Yeah, your sword. Well, you really don't know yet, Nick, my good friend. We have to wait till you get the first batch of gems.
Okay.
So, but these aren't claiming magic items or anything, right?
No, they want money this time. Who's a dwarf here? I don't even know what all the classes are. Let's make sure everyone knows who's who. Dran, you're a cleric. Lance, fighter.
Yes, sir. Human.
Human. And Dran, you're dwarven.
Nope.
No.
Human.
You're human. All right.
I don't think we have any dwarves.
Not yet.
And Chrome, you're now fighter thief.
Yes.
Okay. And you're half elf.
Yes.
Roger that. Gurik.
Gurik, human fighter.
Arlen, you're a fighter as well.
Night Elf Mohawk.
Sorry, what?
No, sorry, that's a WoW reference. I'm a half elven cleric.
Okay, got it. Roger that.
It's a great Mr. T commercial.
We're
Calder.
all moon elves now.
Calder, you're also a cleric.
Yes.
Okay. And
You can never have too many.
You can never have too many. And Levi, you are our monk.
Human monk.
Jim, if I Google
Watch this.
if I Google Monty Hall, does your name
What?
come up?
I don't think so. I don't think Wizards wants my name attached to anything. We don't get along.
So we have no dwarves, so we don't really have much of a leg to stand on. Can we take a minute and wander around the exterior to see if we can find any other way in?
Yeah, okay. Yes, you can do that. If you just wander within a half a mile of the castle, you don't find anything.
Uh-oh, we lost James.
Oh, he's
No!
No, he's
Nope,
here.
I'm
He's
here.
here.
Oh,
I can hear you.
We got you.
Basically,
Yes.
there's huge tracts of land outside. It would take us a while.
Huge tracts of land.
I say we go ahead and head down through the dwarves. We'll have to pay the toll this time.
Yep. We just got to figure out. Yeah, we got to figure out the toll. We do have a plan C that we can use on them as a very risky maneuver if we want. We'll talk about that a little later.
Okay.
Roy Jenkins will approve.
All right, James, we head down.
All right. So you go down a long set of stairs until you come to what looks like the ruins of a mine. And it's about, I want to say it's about 40 yards wide. The ceiling is about 10 yards above your heads. And the mine kind of heads southeast. And it heads southeast about 400 yards until you get to an east turn in the mine. And then the mine turns east for about 30 yards. And then it turns south. Now, all you half-elves, please roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
Prometheus rolls a 2. Calder rolls a 3, and Arlen rolls a 6.
Arlen, you find a secret door on the wall.
Yes.
Jim, can you give me the dimensions one more time? I'm sorry for that.
What part do you want?
Just the main room, so I can figure out where to put the secret door.
You aren't in a room yet. You're still in a corridor.
Looking in the. Okay, we're looking at the room.
Which
No.
wall is the secret door on?
Yeah. Okay, that's a good question. The secret door is in the east wall. You haven't opened it yet, and you can go further south in this mine tunnel.
May I detect traps on the secret door?
How are you good at detecting? Oh, you're a thief.
That's damn right, James.
What's your percentage roll, buddy?
100. Obviously.
I was totally expecting the wee wee noise to happen at that point when he said absolutely.
It could totally happen. 35%, James.
That's what a thief needs to find a secret door?
Yes, sir.
No, to open it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was find remove. No, I'm finding and removing traps. That's what I'm doing.
At 35%.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're rolling and you're telling me what you're getting.
Prometheus rolls a 60, so obviously that's pretty good, right?
You're positive there's no traps there.
Okay. There's no traps there.
Like I'm going to believe the thief again. So basically, is it like a regular sized door, or is it a smaller?
No. It is a chunk of the mine wall.
Can I?
Doesn't look like a door at all.
Oh. Chunk of the mine wall. Is there a seam that I can see? I don't have a dagger, but I maybe I can like sort of scrape away at the seam with an iron spike to sort of like clear out the dust and so we can see it a little better.
Lost him again.
Oh yeah, I just did too.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna have to talk to these people.
Is he on dial-up?
He's got 2 hamsters powering his system.
Exactly.
Hell, he's got a 56.6.
That's probably
Yeah, I think it's 57.6. I think. Ah.
Yeah.
the gnomes who coded up this site probably are just it's like all duct tape.
Needs to get off AOL.
Oh my god.
Actually, we just cured that. I created a new Gmail account, so all of our shared docs that I've got in that shared folder, now he'll be able to access. I also created an Excel sheet that will be able to calc all the experience for everyone, so you'll be able to see by event sheet what your experience is going along. You just plug in your magic items because that's individual for each of you.
Yeah, his prodigy
You rock.
scared me.
So just a reminder, I did switch out and I got a bullseye lantern. So if I'm in the front, I don't blind our elves.
I think with your massive AC, you are in the front.
Yes.
We've got. I thought on at the second adventure we got a continual light stone. Is that not?
No.
No.
Oh.
Here.
No.
No, that was a light stone. You're right, not continual light.
Arlen,
should we have a marching order here?
we should. We
Yeah.
should.
I'm working that up right now. Does everyone know their height?
6'1".
Who is that?
Levi.
Levi. 6'1". Okay, and you're human. So who are the two? Dran, what are your hit points in AC? That'll help me count.
AC 2, hit points 24.
224. Lance?
My hit points is 41, and I didn't write a height, but we'll call that 6 foot.
You're a 6-footer. Roger that. And your AC?
That was the -4.
-2.
-2, excuse me.
Roger that. Well, at 41, you might win Meatbag of the Year award, so that probably puts you in front row. Grom? What's your
my AC is -1. My hit points are 25.
25. Okay. Gurik?
Gurik, height is 5 feet 11.5 inches. Hit points 24. AC is 6.
6. Okay. And Arlen?
5'2", AC 4, hit point 25.
4, 25. 25 seems to be our recurring theme. Calder?
5'11" and a quarter, and my AC is 2.
And that quarter matters.
Quarter.
Dang it.
He's got a little bit of a complex.
I get that. And your hit points?
2.
2 hit points?
No.
Oh, sorry, 29. I was looking at AC. 29 is hit points.
Yeah, roger that.
And my AC is wrong. It should be 4. Sorry about that. For Gurik.
Sorry, who was that?
For Gurik, AC 4.
Gurik, AC 4. Okay. And Levi, what are you at now?
I'm at AC 4.
AC 4. And what are your hit points?
28.
28. Okay. So top of the food chain is Lance at 41. Now, did Jim come back? Because I do not see him.
No, he's still struggling.
Still don't see him. Okay. So Lance, you're the top of the food chain. And you and Levi are sort of the top of the height. For other fighters, either Gurik, either you or Chrome should be the other front linesman. Who wants it?
I'll go up front.
Okay, so that will put Lance in position 1, Gurik in position 2. Okay.
Now, Gurik, you know that in that position right there, you're going to have Prometheus behind you at some point.
And that's just not safe, but I think we look forward on that one.
Lance, I'm going to go right behind you, so I try not to throw stuff in everyone's back. But I did create some new spells, which should add some firepower significantly if needed. Chrome, do you want to be in second line with me?
Sure, that'd be great.
Love it, brother. And now that we've got the wheel of cheese and the nice ointment solution, we'll use that all day long.
Okay, that's good.
5 and 6. A line of clerics.
Dear Lord.
Dran, do you and Arlen want to go together?
Sure.
They're going steady.
Yeah, well.
I mean, we both follow Leroy, so
Yeah, hey.
we won't be in back for long.
I smell some fried chicken already.
It's all good with the crayon.
Stick to the plan, Chubbs.
I can't believe our holy symbol is a drumstick.
Andrew, I think you should dock us DKP if we get out of line.
That's a 50 DKP minus.
No, I seriously need money. I've spent all my money on making new spells, so I'm broke. So,
should I live through this encounter today, I will help you buy some new spells.
well, no, it's just research. I'm doing R&D, so I just need money to keep making rolls for Jim. Although he is not back on my screen. Can anybody see him?
He's still out.
Nope.
I'm even trying to get him on. I'm trying to get him on face-based messenger chat, which he usually responds pretty quick. But
Yeah.
I wonder if the elves got him.
All right, so hang on one sec.
Oh, good Lord.
Call him.
Well, while he's calling him, why don't we get somebody to do a commercial? We could talk about that stolen valor.
All right. So, Josh, I guess you're up. So, why don't you hit us a little bit on what's going on there?
The edge of stolen valor.
Oh, go ahead.
Hold on, I can still hear them.
If you hover over their icon, you can mute them.
Oh, nice. Okay, I think they are. Okay, so The Edge of Stolen Valor, that's my novel that got nominated for the Dragon Award this year for Best Military or Sci-Fi, Military Sci-Fi or Fantasy Novel. Wrote it over the last 6 years, published it last summer. Had a really good reception, really enjoyed it. It was a little different than most mill sci-fi novels that came out that year in that it was kind of a mashup between kind of police procedural / investigative to space marine action. And it got really well reviewed. Been pushing it for a while to see if I could get nominated, and bam, I got nominated. And then to get nominated beside Nick and Jason for their Galaxy's Edge stuff, that's doubly awesome. I got the opportunity to write in their universe with Striker's War, and so it's it's kind of a privilege to be nominated along with them. So I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah, blah 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 blah. Hey, Walt.
Yes.
See, and that's exactly why
I lost Walt.
No,
So
I'm
James,
here.
James is
And
basically.
that is the start of a series, right? There are
Yeah,
other
he's-
books in that
Oh,
that folks could read on to if they've
hold on
read
real
the,
quick,
read the nominated book.
yeah.
Hold on real quick, everybody. James, Walt.
I blame the elves.
Hold on real quick.
We're just working our way down the line.
Yep,
Yeah.
I blame the elves.
What's up with him? Does he need to reboot? Does he need help?
He needs the link to the game. He went to Google and he just needs a link to the game. He's in Roll20. He just can't find the game.
So all he has to do is look on his screen in the lower left-hand corner, and he'll see it highlighted in pink on his screen. That's what it normally looks like for him.
Do you have that, James? Is it on the lower left hand highlighted?
I cannot get over.
Log in with your same account. Hey, Walt, are you there?
Yes. Yep.
Could you send James a link to the game?
Working it right now.
He's switched over to Google and he is in that browser now.
So he's just got to make sure he shows that he's logged in as himself. If he's not logged in yet, it'll be a blank default, and even with the link, he'll have to autofill.
Are you logged in under your account under Roll20?
No.
Yeah, if you do that, then you'll be able to find the game.
Perfect.
I'll get on Facebook.
Okay. Walt is sending you the link on Facebook through Messenger.
Yes, because
Apologize once more.
it's almost like I know what I'm doing. But if I did, we wouldn't be having this problem.
Yes, exactly. It's all good. Across every life, a little rain must fall.
Yes.
Well, the good news, he's getting a new computer, so we'll be able to remote control, and we can pop him in and out as needed.
Oh, he's getting a new computer?
This campaign, then it's just a deluge of woe.
Yeah, especially when the elves are involved. We're trying not to judge, though, Josh. And who? Oh no, Prometheus is the other half elf.
Well, I was supposed to be a half orc, but I couldn't do that.
You got to blame James on that one. Same thing for James Aaron. He was supposed to be a half orc, and then
Well, together we would have been a full orc.
So, are you logged in under your account?
Now, do you have to piggyback for that?
Yes.
Okay, just check.
But I get to be on top.
That's what happens when you get nominated
I have a question
for the dragon.
for the writers in the group.
Sure.
Which is everybody but me, I guess. Is urban fiction still urban fiction if you transport your main character to the countryside?
Very esoteric.
I'm asking for a friend.
We'll say the Magic 8 Ball says yes.
Because rural fiction is really hard to pronounce, so I think we'd have to
Or
leave
sell.
it as urban.
But I mean, there's a long-standing tradition, right? You got Twin Peaks of big cop goes to the small town type of thing.
Hell
They
yeah.
used to call those westerns,
Now, what happens if you get that like Patricia Biggs character and throw them in the country? I mean, is it still urban fantasy? Is it just fantasy, modern fantasy?
It's rural
fantasy. Oh, I see. It's the play on the werewolf thing. Rawr,
Yeah, exactly. It's a shapeshifter romance.
Oh no, because then that leads to all that Bigfoot romance you guys always talk about.
Hey, if I write a shapeshifter werewolf romance, will you do the voices, Walt? I want to hear you growl.
You better believe I will do that. I will do that in a hot minute. Oh my god, it would be epic.
Of course, the rates for your puppy are going to be probably too much for the growling, so I got to hire you.
Oh, I could get him to growl. I mean, I think I have a piece of chicken, or as the dogs pronounce it, chimkin, around here.
How many people here are first-time first edition players or AD&D players?
Me.
Okay,
this is
so-
my second time playing.
I'm in OD&D. Oh, you're talking about how new. Got it. Roger. I've been in it for a while.
Because I don't think, like for me, heavy story didn't come
I
into
don't. We see your icon.
until
I don't see you.
Dragonlance. The Dragonlance series was so different. It blew me away because they introduced, like, you had to play fixed characters with roles, and it was this overarching story, right?
It was crazy. And then you had both sides of the war going on.
Oh yeah.
So like
It was really epic.
and then like all of us got confused because for years and years and years we had this monster manual and like deities and demigods and stuff like that where you had Tiamat, this 5-headed dragon, and then if you watch the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, it was Tiamat, but then in the Dragonlance it was Tacitus. So all of us were like, did we miss something? And why do the halflings now wearing shoes and have top knots?
My first AD&D module that I ever played was White Plume Mountain.
Oh God!
I didn't know anything about D&D.
James, you're back.
All right, now Walt,
Yes.
buddy. I looked at the top of my screen, and I got this thing called Site Information for App Roll D20, and it says permission, and hang up. Okay, is the camera and the microphone supposed to blink red?
What browser are you using?
I'm not in a browser.
Well, no, you have to be. You're in a browser.
Yeah.
I am in a browser.
You should be. Yeah. So I mean, it should allow the camera and the microphone.
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
Okay.
We're seeing you and hearing you.
Well, whatever you're doing,
Right.
it's working.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's
right.
just play and
Let's
I'll
roll.
reboot when the time comes.
I'm
very sorry.
We never
So
had
anyway,
these
we have a
problems
secret door.
until Josh showed up.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, whatever, midget.
It's completely my fault.
All right. Anyway, we've got a secret door, and Prometheus is positive that there's no trap on the door.
Well, I remember how that went down with Prometheus' last adventure. And while I am cautious about touching anything because I was stoned in the first 5 minutes of the last adventure, my God will now not allow me hesitation. But I can exercise some caution. I cast Augury with the intent to open the door to divine if that will be a good or bad move.
It's a beneficial move.
Awesome.
Oh, there you go.
I opened the door.
How are you opening the door?
Well, I was taking. Oh, you weren't here. I was taking an iron spike and trying to trace the outlines of the seam that I presumably found, and
Yeah,
maybe
no, that
pry
doesn't
it.
work at all. No, it doesn't
Okay.
work at all.
All right, it's stuck, guys. But it's okay. Leroy says it's cool. We can open the door.
That means Lance does it, right? Because he has
Roger Dodger. We're going
Maybe-
straight in.
Yeah, maybe one of the fighters should put their back into it.
I'll do that.
Prometheus, you're a fighter.
Well, I'm also a lover, Jim.
I see. Prometheus, I noticed that you're really good at telling everybody else what to do and standing back and seeing if they die.
That's kind of Nick's real life MO right there.
Nice.
It's exactly how he writes novels with Jason.
Okay.
I didn't learn how to use
Who
that
is
thing
put-
for nothing.
Who is putting their back to the wall chunk that we know is a door?
Who had
Lance.
the percentile strength? We had someone who had 18 plus strength.
That would be Lance.
Lance, you're
Yes,
first
sir.
in battle order. Can you give that a pop?
I will. I shall.
Are you doing it? Okay.
I'm doing the thing.
Okay, give me 2 6-sided dice, please.
I got a 9, a 4, and a 5.
Door opens right up. You see a golden glow inside a small chamber, and there in the chamber is a wondrous pedestal with 2 little dwarven icons on it.
Like a 10 by 10 space?
Yeah, it's even narrower than that, actually. It could be like 5 yards by 5 yards by 5 yards.
Okay. And there's a pedestal in the center of the room?
Yes, sir. Glowing golden.
Got it. With two little Indiana Jones artifacts on top of it?
Yeah, I suppose you could call them that.
Perfect.
They're little dwarf. They're 28 millimeter little dwarf miniatures, perfectly painted.
I think we have a thief that might be capable of snagging those should there be any traps and shenanigans involved.
Well, thieves, they try so very hard.
Well, I just want to notice the stream kind of got up and rolling at about 1:15. So if we wanted to go longer, we could.
Okay, gotcha.
It's whatever you guys want to do. I'm sorry for these horrible computer delays.
And then what'll happen is on the back end, I can edit. So that way it looks a little pretty.
How about the thief goes in and detects traps on the pedestal?
Roll them percentile dice.
Roll them bones is what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Prometheus investigates and rolls a 69.
You detect no traps whatsoever.
Hey, everybody, it's trap free.
Well, he was right the last time.
Until he wasn't.
What could go wrong?
Everybody's
so
cautious.
All right, I'm going to walk in and grab them. Stick them in my bag.
All right. Well done, Scorpio. You hold the two figurines in your hand.
Leroy's so proud.
All hail Leroy.
Yeah, really.
All right, so I've got the miniatures in my hand.
How you feeling there, buddy?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yes.
I feel great. I hope.
Now make them fight.
Okay.
Prometheus would like to maybe possibly so the golden statues, they were sitting on a pedestal, or what were they on?
The pedestal was glowing gold. It's not glowing anymore. And the two figurines are in Scorpio's hand.
Are the figurines glowing?
No.
Can I investigate the pedestal a bit to see if there's any false bottoms or trapdoors?
Please enjoy yourself.
I do.
So you investigate all over the place, and you find nothing of interest.
Okay, groovy.
The pedestal might be worth 30 gold.
Maybe something inscribed on the bottom base of the miniatures, like a command word or anything?
That's very interesting. Scorpio, would you please roll percentile dice?
It says Ral Partha.
I am a Ral Partha fan. I think Reaper now has kind of replaced them.
27.
Yeah, okay. No, you see nothing.
And you said they are not glowing anymore?
Not glowing anymore.
Let's try replacing one of them.
All right, I'll put one back on the pedestal.
Yeah.
Okay, and the pedestal starts glowing golden again.
Any of the clerics have detect magic?
I do.
I guess we should think about, do we want to see... Well, that won't tell us.
I think they're obviously magical.
How about if you put something else, just something mundane on that pedestal? Does it glow? Is it the
what would you like to
items,
put on the pedestal with the dwarven miniature?
Flask of oil.
Okay. Are you putting that on the pedestal right beside the dwarven miniature?
Well, why not take the miniature off, see it stop glowing, put something regular on, see if it starts glowing?
Okay, so I'll ask you again. What are you putting on the pedestal?
I'm going to start with a piece of charcoal. Let me start with something neutral. Let's try a piece of charcoal.
Okay. And the charcoal bursts into flame. The flame is quite bright for a little bit, and then there's just ash on the pedestal.
So it's good to into the...
I do have some
I was going to sit on it.
I was just going to tell Lance to go sit on it.
I do have some holy water blessed by Leroy Jenkins himself.
Oh, wow.
If we would so desire.
I got news for you. That's not water.
It is kind of yellow.
So, Wordnet, do we want to try the holy water on the pedestal?
Yeah. So this is right. This is an acting element. Is how it. Well, let's try one other theory before that. Let's try a little bit of salt, and then let's do the holy water.
Yeah, the salt burns bright green, and there's nothing on the pedestal but ash.
All right. So going down the periodic table, it gives us an idea. let's try. What do you have your water in?
It's in a vial.
All right. Let's see how that goes. Are you going to pour it out or put the whole vial on?
First, I'm going to pour a little bit, and if based on that reaction, we'll put the whole vial. So I pour a little bit of holy water.
Okay, so role play. Where you just you're standing above the pedestal, a few inches away, and you're dropping a couple drops of holy water.
Correct.
Okay, so you kind of hear a loud boom, and you feel a forceful explosion that doesn't hurt you for a change.
So let's not put that water on, and definitely not put oil on.
All right.
That was,
so I
that
put
was
the holy water
shockingly
away.
benign.
Well, we have two directions we can go with this. If we're going down the order of the periodic table, we can go to magnetics, or we could go to something violent.
I've got a holy symbol in my bag.
So just to
Oh my goodness!
just to refresh real quick. So
Yeah.
the two icons are on the pedestal. The salt.
No,
One
they
icon.
aren't. They
were.
started on the pedestal, and now both of them are in Scorpio's hand.
Oh. Okay.
Can Scorpio put those down on the ground?
Yeah, of course he can if he wants to.
Could he actually release them, or are they stuck to his hands for all time?
No, he can definitely just put them down on the ground.
And then what would happen if he put them back on the pedestal?
We don't know.
Close.
I think he's put one back on, and he got the glow back.
Right, and then we picked it back up to try the other things. I did.
Okay, you haven't put them on the ground yet.
No, they're still in my hand. We're still discussing.
Okay.
I also have some extra, based on last encounter, I bought some extra sling bullets, so we could try that. That might be magnetic. They're metal.
Well, I've got magnets, so if we actually want to go to magnets, we can do that. And
Can I visually inspect these two figures again? Like, what are they doing?
The two dwarves,
Uh-huh.
they're just standing there. They each have a little warhammer in their hands,
Right.
and they're in chainmail armor, and they look pretty powerful. If they were life-size, they'd be massively strong.
Okay, so that tells us two things. Nobody's sitting on nothing. That's answer number one. Hang on. Well, crap.
Why do you say nobody's sitting on nothing?
Well, because if you sit on it, you might be one of those dwarves at miniaturized, full life-size image.
Well, either that or incinerated.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
or incinerated, yeah.
Right. There's the good plan. So we have two options here that we could consider. Detect magic is pretty obvious. We know this thing is magic. Actually, let me eliminate one thing, and then we can decide if we want to try the heavier idea.
And remember that our cleric determined that these were beneficial.
Right. No. Just opening the door was a beneficial action.
Yes, that's right. That's the only part that's beneficial right now.
Right. So there could be a couple of different options.
Okay.
So here's my thought. Check me on my logic on this. Option A is we can try something inert, neutral, right? That wouldn't burn normally. Higher degree metals won't, or glass probably won't. That's option A.
Salt normally wouldn't have.
Well, everything we've put on has been something that has a chemical change to it, whereas inert things in general won't, unless they're put to a more base element. But option B is I could choose to identify on the pillar, but that strips all my constitution out, and I'll be a walking basket case for the rest of the day. Not that it matters as long as you guys are carrying me around. So there is an option B if we want to get deeper information. I don't know if it's worth it this early in the game.
I have an idea.
What do you got?
Leroy Jenkins.
Let's ready weapons and put the figures on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, is that what you're doing, Scorpio?
One possibility is they come to life and got to fight them.
Right. That was what I was thinking was going to happen. So I'm assuming that touching this or doing something transformed them in some way, probably getting whatever was there last. So that's what we have to decide if we're ready for that. I mean, he said immensely strong. If you guys are up for it, we're up for it.
Could we take them back to the front and show them to the other dwarves? Are we too far in?
Yeah, we're not that far. Well, here's one question. Do any of you have detect evil or detect good? Clerics? We have a lot of clerics.
No, I thought about taking it, but I didn't. Does anybody speak Dwarvish? I don't know if there's any writing on it or the hammer.
Hang on. I might.
I have detect gems with my sword.
I do speak dwarf.
And I have detect evil.
All right, so you do have detect evil. All right, so we have a choice. We can try that first, or we can set them on the ground and then try it and see what they do. Before he takes Yawn 3, then we're in deep shit.
Yeah, I'll just cast detect evil first.
Okay, roll me a 6-sided die, please.
I love rolling 6-sided die.
I knew you would.
Feel better.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. They are vile, evil, horrible dwarves.
I turn to everybody and I say, they are vile, evil, horrible dwarves. We should absolutely fight them.
All right, so why don't we put them in the far corner so that you guys can either use missile weapons or I can use a heavier spell.
Could we just set one down at a time? Do we have to set both down at a time?
Oh, I would set one for sure.
Well, might I also suggest that we get into the larger quarter so we have room to maneuver instead of this 5x5 room?
Yeah.
Well,
can we put them back on the pedestal and leave?
You could.
They might have loot though.
Right.
Are they valuable to someone else, like the wizard in the Black Tower?
Ooh.
No way to tell. Oh, they are major magic items, so maybe the wizard would love them.
Yeah, why don't we just bag them or put them in a box?
Well, if we really want to do that, then let's throw them in the backpack of holding. Then they're not actually available to come out and surprise us.
Well, you want to put it in your backpack of holding since it's you're the keeper of the magic items.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, then I will hand them to you, sir.
All right.
Okay. Is that the only thing you have in your bag? Do you have anything in your bag of holding right now, Andrew?
At the moment, no. I'm going to look at them and see if there's anything invisible I can see on them with Dragon Sight.
No, there's nothing invisible. You do notice that they both have sharp daggers on their other hips, and you do know that edged weapons in portable holes and bags of holding are very dangerous.
Did not know that. Okay, so I guess we're not putting them in there. So we're either carrying these guys or we toss one into the corridor and see what comes of it.
Let's. I think they're extremely valuable. I'm guessing they're figurines of wondrous power.
No
There's very few of those that are evil. That in general is not the thing. It is probably a dwarf that's been transformed in some way.
Well, the DM indicated that they, and I would think we would come to this knowledge through your wizardly power that they were indeed powerful magic.
Oh yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Actually, would spellcraft tell me anything, Jim?
They are made to do something down here. You think maybe they're made to use their dwarf power somehow?
Like
Let's
growing
hold them
hair
up in a sleeping bag.
You said they're 28 millimeter?
Yes.
Can I put them in my tinderbox?
Yeah,
Actually,
of course you can.
All right. Well, you want to put them in your tinderbox there, Calder?
Now, if we're taking them somewhere, we need some place to carry them.
How about do one at a time, just in case they turn into the real thing once they're put in something?
That would be hysterical. Okay. His backpack.
That's actually a great idea. You're taking away all my fun.
I'm handing one to Calder for him to put in his tinderbox. I've got my vial of holy water ready, just in case.
James, before this happens, I would like to do something that the party doesn't observe.
Okay, what is that?
I'd like to hide in shadows.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Are you hidden in the 5-foot room or in the corridor?
In the corridor.
Okay, very good.
Calder?
No, he's right there. He's very seeable. But Calder, did you take the tinder out of the box?
I did take all the tinder out of the box.
Okay, and you put the little dwarf in the box and you close the box.
Yep, it's in the little box now.
Very good. All right, fine.
All right, why don't I take the other one? I have a tinder as well, so I can pocket that.
Did you want to see what happens if we pour holy water on the little dwarf?
No.
Nah, let's not.
All
Let's
right,
hold
well, then I'll,
now. When we get to a safer place or when we're getting ready to leave, I can identify it first, and then we'll see what we see.
all right, I gave you the second one.
Okay.
All right, I'll bag and box the second one.
Very good. Now are we going back in the corridor and going south?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if south is our only option, can you describe what we see looking south?
Well, you go 20 feet down this mine corridor, and then it comes into a very large room with dressed stone walls and ceiling. And the room appears to be about 30 yards by 30 yards with another exit on the south end. But in the middle is a pedestal with a glorious fist-sized diamond on the top of the pedestal. And both little tinder boxes are knocking, and you hear, "Let me out! Let me out!"
That is not.
Is this the time that my sword decides to communicate with me, being that it's a greedy gem bastard?
He says, "That gem is nothing but death."
Oh, good.
I tell Fever, thank you. I alert the party that my sword tells me that that gem is nothing but death, quote unquote.
I think maybe it's time, if the little miniatures are talking to us, that we address that before they blow up on us.
One at a time?
Yeah.
One at a time.
Let me open my
Okay.
box and take a look at mine. We're going to open the box
All
and
right,
look at it.
Andrew. The dwarf becomes dwarf size, so he's 4.5 feet tall. He's got muscles in his muscles, and he says, "Let me have that gem, and I'll make sure you guys don't all die."
Can we pull back to the corridor and let him do his thing?
Of course you can.
What's everybody think about that?
So we're moving back to the corridor?
Or is there?
I mean, let's ask a few questions.
Yeah, I think we say bite me and say, what? Yeah. What do you got for us?
Like,
Before we
first
blow
off,
you off the map.
I'll go to the
Okay,
dwarf.
so the dwarf takes that as a hostile act, and he takes out his magical glowing hammer, and he says, "Do we have to battle? Do I have to kill you all?"
You mean he takes out our magical glowing hammer?
Yeah, well, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Uh-huh. Tell that to Leroy.
This is a red glowing hammer that drips blood, and when the blood hits the ground, it sizzles.
So should we consult Leroy himself?
You can't consult anybody.
Look, I'd let him have the gem.
Is there somewhere else past this
Okay.
space we want to go? Is there another corridor?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
corridor to the
there's
south.
another corridor that goes. Yeah,
I'm going to ask the dwarf a question real quick.
Okay.
ask
What-
away.
What about your partner? Do you want to share the gem with him or just for yourself?
Ooh.
Yeah, I can. Eventually, I'll make sure the partner comes out. That's going to happen for sure.
Oh, I see. So that hasn't happened yet.
No, he wants to come out. All you have to do is open the tinderbox. That
Yeah.
would be my suggestion right away.
That would be the dwarf are saying that, not Jim the DM. The DM.
Right, me the dwarf.
You're saying that we should release your buddy from where we have him.
Yes.
What are you going to give us?
What if we
Like I
burn-
said,
What if we burn
we
the,
will-
the dwarf in the tinderbox and threaten to burn his friend?
Or we take him
Okay,
back and put him on the
that-
pedestal.
yeah, that won't be allowed. Either one of those is just not happening. He looks very experienced, very powerful. You're kind of worried.
That doesn't sound like a dwarf at all.
So
No.
what you're saying, what you're proposing, real quick, and I just want to run through the details because I'm an elf and we're litigious. You want us to give you guys both this gem, and then you guys say we won't die.
Our deal is we're going to take the gem.
Right.
That's happening one way or another.
Right.
But if you let us both go, we will save your lives twice.
How would you save our lives twice? Just like random? Like you'll serve us and you'll save us?
We will go through the dungeon with you and stop you from doing anything stupid.
That sounds like a reasonable deal.
Ask the dwarfs why they were turned into statues in the first place.
That's a long, ugly story involving a dwarven wizard, if you can believe that, and a lovely bearded princess.
Oh, okay. That seems like a pretty fair deal to me, guys.
Yep.
I'm game.
All right.
All right.
So,
I want to go on the record and say that I was suspect about this whole thing.
let us buddy out.
What is your name,
Release-
dwarf? What is your name?
My name is Alpha.
Alpha.
I guess the other guy's Beta.
Omega.
It is, as a matter of fact. How did you know?
Alpha and Beta.
We've heard of you. Your reputation precedes you.
And are you
That's
dwarven?
true.
You're dwarven warriors, or what was your profession?
We're dwarven warriors, yes, with a lot of experience against magical beings.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. Let's do it.
Would you trade for your,
All right.
your nice hammer? I've got
Yeah,
this
of course.
flail.
Do you have a staff of power?
I've got this excellent flail. The blacksmith tells me it's the best there is.
Isn't that amusing? No.
Then we go ahead and we release his buddy.
Okay, his buddy comes out. He's got the same kind of hammer. He sees his Alpha, so he takes out his hammer, and his hammer starts moaning something in Dwarven that you don't like the sound of,
So
and it starts dripping
Yeah.
blood.
we have
I
someone
speak
who speaks
Dwarven.
Dwarven. What does it say?
And then only you hear this because you're the only one who understands Dwarven. It's saying, "Let's kill them and take their souls."
Told you.
Okay,
Told you it was bad.
And then the other dwarf explains, "Hey, we got a deal. We got this great gem, this 100,000 gold piece gem, and so we got to save them twice."
So, am I communicating with my sword empathetically or by
It
speech?
talks to you. It talks.
Well, I'm going to say, like, I know you have a thing for gems. Really, you don't want 100,000 gold piece gem. It's just pure death.
Anyone who has that gem for any length of time will die by the next moonrise.
Yikes.
Oh, let the dwarfs have it.
Yeah, all theirs.
It's all yours, buddy.
Okay, so they just say, "We'll follow you and help you out when you need it twice."
all right. So we got some NPCs.
And then kill us. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
So keep in mind, guys, these are definitely NPCs, but these are not followers. They're evil to some degree. We don't have any idea what their actual skill set is, and they are heavily magic. So we need to be thinking about that and be very careful. If they're going to follow behind Calder and Levi, do either of you have anything magic or specific?
I have a fire +1 ring and about it. Yeah, and a stone to flesh ring.
Okay.
Might we put them in front of our line of march?
Yeah. Do you want to leave?
How are they going to lead? How are they going to help us through the dungeon if they're going to be in the back? They said they would lead us through the dungeon.
Well, we need to see things strike you before we can save you.
I think that's the other way around. We would prefer that the other way around.
Can we divide
Really?
them up? Put one in the front and one in the back?
No, that's not happening.
That way they can't conspire against us.
Well, they have spoken and they said no.
They said no. Okay.
So that you want them to go in front, then they're going to grab anything we grab while we're in front will be ours.
Until
Okay.
it's not.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. So you go
Can I,
down 30 yards. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the characters that are closer to these dwarves, can I cast Blessed on them?
You can cast Bless on your whole party.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how D&D works, Josh.
I don't want to cast it on Nick.
His black soul
you can't
withers.
do that.
Let's keep them in the back and see what they do for now. For the first couple of rooms, let's see what they actually do. And then
All right, our wizard tells us that
All right.
you can serve us from the back and honor your agreement. And then I just want to make clear: once you save us twice, you guys just take yourselves off without harming us.
Yes, that's what we'll try to do.
Okay.
Operative word try.
I just want to point out that the half elf cleric in the back, who is also a cop, this is setting off his spider senses. So
Yeah, the half elves probably will start murmuring in Elvish a little bit between each other.
Well, definitely the dwarves and their weapons are talking to each other.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to
Okay, so we're gonna go 30 yards down a narrow corridor that's 8 yards wide, and it comes to a great big door.
All right.
Do the dwarves know what's beyond the door?
Yes.
Could you tell us?
2 giant chests with very deadly cobras.
Uh-huh.
Now, I asked the dwarves, did you guys build this place? And like, that's your shtick? You wait for people to wake you up, and then you lead them
No. We saw the plan several times.
Yeah. What were you doing here?
We were doing a secret mission.
Okay. Can we help you? Could we help each other?
Boy, I wish we could, but no. You guys don't appreciate taking of souls.
Yeah.
So I would like to cast a command on one of the very violent serpent snake things.
Well, wait.
We haven't even opened the door yet.
That's not how D&D works, Josh.
He said there were snakes.
You don't have doors and
You haven't
rooms.
seen them.
Did the plans
we haven't seen them.
Did the plans indicate if the doors were trapped also?
We don't know.
Okay, I will detect traps.
Roll them bones.
I'd like to make a roll once, and I did 16.
So you find no traps.
Okay. The door has no traps if Lance Scorpio wants to open it.
All right, but I still don't trust these dwarves. All right, but I'm going to open this door.
And the door opens up to a very strangely shaped room that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 long and 30 wide.
Wow.
There are 2 very large metal chests in the middle of the room. There's exactly 101 gold pieces on the floor. And there's another door on the west wall.
So I'll turn to the dwarves and say, so inside the chest are a bunch of snakes.
No, inside the 2 chests are a snake each. They're very large.
What are the snakes guarding? Uh-oh.
James, what are the snakes guarding?
He froze.
He froze.
Yeah, he did.
Frozen in terror.
He froze. James, F5, James.
Now, we learned just because the door is opened with no traps doesn't mean there's not a trap on the other side of the door. So I think we should check again. I don't want to walk into any gelatin blobs.
That only
It's
happened
always
once.
a trap, just like it's always lupus on house.
That's true. It's always lupus.
It's lupus.
Do snakes have souls? Dwarves can just go do that.
So
I
while
can
we're
try to talk to the snakes through the chest.
Oh, yeah.
I do have speak with animals.
And I did buy a bunch of slingshots so we can roll the metal balls as needed for experimentation. Since Werden got so creative with them last time.
Well, and we have some spells to deal with them if we need to.
While Jim isn't here, like, should we jump these motherfuckers and kill them?
Can we get him to?
I've got a ton of instant death poison.
So we've got 2 options. We can poison them, or I can attempt to either charm them or put them to sleep.
Could we
So-
turn them on
I
the
have
elves at
first
the
thing as well.
gate? Could we turn them on the elves at the gate to stop us from having to share our loot?
I
No,
think
those
what we should do
Top,
is
and those guys will waste us clearly.
we should tell them to engage the snakes and then jump them.
No. I meant turn the dwarves that are with us, the evil ones, on the dwarves up top.
Yeah, it'll never happen. The guys up
Okay.
top are designed to destroy us if we actually go after them. So that's a non-win situation. We could, if we had our own Dwarven characters, we could at least negotiate. And I have a vague memory that they gamble. So we might be able to gamble with them if we want to try and take a risk. But I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah.
we could try and waste these guys. Yeah, you could Chrome. You could poison these guys, or I could try and charm one or sleep them. So I think as a last resort, we could do that. I don't know if we want to keep them around. They are, well, he says they're tough too, so that's problem B.
I don't think we should waste these guys on snakes. I think we should find a harder room first.
Should we waste the snakes on these guys though?
And if we should find
Josh
something
command
more
it or
powerful.
something.
And if they take damage and are weakened, then we can jump.
So if they're evil, would coating my blade in holy water serve any purpose?
Holy water doesn't usually affect regular evil. It does affect undead, but it probably won't have an effect on regular evil. I
was just thinking because it burned on the pedestal.
I think if Chrome was doing something with some of his possessions and we're not in the know on that, that might be useful.
Yeah.
What James also said about these dwarves is they'll only attack or help us after one of those snakes is attacking us, and more than likely, it may be a fatal attack if we had poison.
Right.
Yeah, it's a busy day. Did you hit F5?
Are those snakes going to be considered saving us twice because there are two snakes?
Mute here.
Yeah.
And are they on a plane?
That changes everything.
Now, does anyone see Jim back?
No.
No, it's drawn completely for me now.
All right.
So Josh, while we're what do you call it? Waiting for James to come back, and I guess Nick is wrangling him. Did you want to talk a little bit about Tranquility and what you've been doing on that?
Yeah, sure. So Tranquility is a new project Devin C. Ford and I are working on. We're about 3 chapters away from finishing the first draft. It's basically well, Arlen will like this. It's a cross between Titanfall and StarCraft lore, all rolled together in one. And
it's about time.
We actually have an entire document worth of taglines, some from StarCraft and some from where we're just gonna roll them into the manuscript. Oh, look at that! That's cool. So yeah, it's really fun. We've got a trilogy planned right now, and then the possibility for continuation books, and that should be coming out probably the end of the year ish. It's I love those. That's awesome.
Oh, keep working. Don't stop on my account.
Oh no, I'm just having fun watching. I want to see him do battle.
I can probably do that.
So, do you also tell the lies? I mean, write novels?
I play one on TV, but no, I write short stories at the moment. I own a bunch of technology companies, but I also own one of the oldest guilds in the U.S. We've got just under 300 members, and we've been a club since '76. So we have a lot of players, and we run around 12 different campaigns during each month.
Wow.
So we're busy.
So if someone was interested in joining your guild, how might they go about doing that?
If they were the guild is normally closed, but what happens is we run tournaments at most of the larger conventions, and if people participate in the tournaments, then they have an opportunity to do that.
Are those all local, or are they're online?
No. So right now everything is online primarily. We also have local presence in the places that I live during the year. And we offer a bunch of different types of activities based on first and second edition is our bread and butter. We also have a newer group of people who play 5e, and the campaign is my Beyond the Barrier Peaks. So when Gary Gygax created Barrier Peaks, I mistakenly got an original copy since I got to watch it at Origins, and there was a sentence in there that talked about this was one part of the ship. I built the rest of the ship out 224 deck levels and all the components to it, and over the last 40 years have provided content to that. And Gary looked at it many times and made a bunch of comments and thoughts to it, and so I've been running that as a tournament for people who wanted to continue on and explore what happened to the rest of the starship, how do I find it, where does it go, etc.
That's one of my favorite modules, Barrier Peaks.
So then see us at GaryCon or at Gamehole or at Gen Con or any of those events, and you'll see that I run the campaign there, and you get a look.
Sweet.
It's fun. It's good stuff.
If you messed up, though, you ended up launching yourself into space, never to be seen again.
Well, so the way the original Barrier Peaks was written, there were 56 levels that were built into it, and the part that's in Greyhawk was 6 of those levels. So I segmented them all through different space sections and realities and things like that, and you track them down over time, find new weapons, find new stuff. We have an interesting cast of characters who play in these campaigns.
Okay. Are you a DM for all of them?
Yes. I am the primary person who runs for. Our club has 8 guilds within it, and I am the single DM. So I run about 25 events a month.
How do you have time to work?
The advantage of owning them is I have people who work for me.
Mhm.
And I don't sleep a lot. I'm awake a lot. Yeah, we run
James, you're back.
about 5 or 6 nights a week.
Did we do a commercial on everybody else's stuff, Walt? Okay.
We also deployed 2 mecha to completely destroy the dwarves and the cobras. But
You know, actually, mecha are in this dungeon. If you can believe that. And
Steam powered?
They're kind of difficult to destroy. You'll hit them one of these days.
I'm thinking
If you can ever
Gollum
keep
he's
this-
talking.
If
All
you
right,
can
so
ever get this game going.
Levi is going to try to talk to the snakes.
Yes, I've got.
Okay, they're in the box. Are you opening the boxes?
Well, can they hear me? Or I'm trying to talk to them through the box first.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't work.
Uh-huh.
Are
so far we have not crossed the threshold, so we are on.
Oh, then you're quite far away. You're more than 30 yards away.
Can we see an easy locking mechanism on the chests?
In this entire castle, you will never see an easy locking mechanism.
No, I mean, like, is it obvious that it's the locking mechanism?
Nothing is obvious in Greyhawk Castle.
I'm going to ask the sword if it detects any gems inside the chest.
Okay, that's a fair question. It does
I'm a
have
fair
that
player.
ability. And the answer is, as I look at the treasure list, nope, no gems. Did you guys pick up the 101 pieces of gold on the floor?
Of
I
course.
haven't entered the room yet because
No, that was
walk into.
Oh, that was here. Okay. So we asked the dwarf. So like these snakes are really deadly.
Oh yeah, they're like 90 yards long. They're spitting cobras, so they spit their venom on you, and you die when you don't make your saving throw.
And you guys can take them out?
We'll take those out for you. That'll be your 2 things.
I knew it.
Can we send them in?
What do you got? But we keep what's in the chest.
Well, we'll get to grab whatever we can grab first. That was our deal.
No, that was not the deal.
That was the deal. If the dwarves go in first, they can grab whatever they want.
pray I do not
But if we
omit
go
the
in
birth.
first and we open the chest and we fight, then you have to come in and fight, but you don't get to grab what you want.
Okay.
But yeah.
Does anyone?
What's the likelihood of several of us dying in the process?
112%.
That's very specific.
I would say that now is a great time in Half Elvish for Operation Valkyrie.
Really?
So, Wordna, with your wizardly wisdom, what do you think about the possibility of shooting an arrow into the locking mechanism and seeing if we might free them from a distance?
Unlikely.
0.
Again.
So it's possible.
We have a couple of options. So technically, under my cloak, since I haven't done any combat action, I'm still invisible. Since that's a spell I precast. So there's a chance that they won't see me. The other option is I also have a spell that can allow me to open the chest And if you aren't visible and they've got nothing to strike at, I can cast it in such a way that they are unaware that the chest was open. So that's an option we could choose. It's a heavy use of the arsenal, but we could do it.
Let's go. I like it.
I'm kind of wondering that snakes typically are cold-blooded and they detect, thermal. They'd probably see through your invisibility, is my guess.
Well,
Have you seen the snakes yet? I might be able to put them to sleep, or at least one of them.
No, they're in the chest.
So
Is that your dad magic?
FYI, invisibility trumps infra and ultravision. Both of those.
Cool.
Infravision controls those, so it doesn't detect the thermal.
Let's go with your plan. Let's try it. Let's try to open the chest invisibly.
Right. So then the question. Right. So then the question is going to be, we need someone strong to open it, or if we have a lock to pick. Once that's done, as long as they don't see anyone, we might have a shot at getting them to forget our action if they come out and we can't manage the situation.
Why wouldn't they see the person unlocking the chest?
Well, unlocking doesn't necessarily mean opening, right? We can unlock it and then I can attempt to open it if I'm invisible.
Okay. So
that's what we have to decide if we want to do that. A lot of it's going to depend on how many hit dice these creatures have.
Okay.
That looks rather big. How big
You
is
did
the
say
chest?
they were 90 feet long.
Oh, 90 feet. 90.
That's about the right size. That's nice.
Yeah.
These are some
Well
huge
done,
chests,
Waltz.
then.
Well done.
So this is how big is this chest then, each one?
That's like 10 yards by 10 yards by 90 yards. No, can't be 90 yards. It must be 20 yards.
Can we make the snakes kill each other?
Wait, each chest is 20 yards?
That's not a
Yes.
So it's a 60-foot box.
It's like a sarcophagus.
right.
Yeah, it is.
At 60 feet, it's a lot bigger than the sarcophagus.
I know.
All right, so maybe opening these up is not the greatest idea ever.
What's the worst gonna happen?
Barely
Somebody
an
get-
inconvenience.
Send the dwarves in.
There's always that door on the west.
Well, here's the deal. Let's use the dwarves now because they're a little sketchy, and maybe they don't survive, and we finish it off, and maybe they do survive, and then they take themselves off.
Yeah. And because if we're gonna
I'm
skip
for that.
it,
All right,
Yeah.
let's have them pop the things, and then we'll see if we can manage the situation.
Okay.
Send in the dwarves.
James, while everybody's intent on that, I have poison that was instant death poison that I recovered
Yes.
from the
Yes,
lab.
you do.
I'm going to coat 2 arrows with that.
Okay. What's your current alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
All right.
He sounds so disappointed.
Yep, he's pretty happy with himself. All right.
Okay.
Alpha,
So you
we're gonna
pop open
take
the
Alpha.
chest.
Yeah, Alpha, we're going to have
Okay.
you pop these things, and we'll go from there.
Where is everybody standing when this happens? Let's
Far
start
away.
with Walt.
Nebraska.
that might be far enough away. Where are you standing, Walt?
Outside the room.
Okay. There's only one place to stand then. In the corridor, or in the secret room, or way back where that other pedestal was.
I'll just stand at the about halfway point of the hallway. That way, if something happens, I can either Leroy Jenkins my way to victory, or keep somebody from dying.
Okay. Levi?
I'll be next to Dron there.
Very good. Scorpio?
I'm gonna stand at the door with my weapon at the ready, my projectile, heavy crossbow.
Okay, you might hit your good friend Warda.
He's okay with that.
No, he's
All right.
not. As the man with no hit points, no. You stand either in
Yeah.
front of me or to the side of me.
I'll stand beside him.
So,
Okay, that's right by the chest.
no, I'm not
Walk-
standing by the chest anymore. I'm moving away from those.
So let's stay by the door, and I will have my weapon at the ready. And if I'm going to stand near you, I will switch to my shield and flail, so I might protect the wizard.
Okay, that you can't see. Which takes us to Nick. Where you standing, buddy?
I'm standing on the other side of the door with my first arrow knocked, and I'm peeking around the corner.
Okay, that takes us to Gurnik.
Gurnik, I'll be right behind Prometheus to assist as necessary.
Very good. That takes us to Arlen.
I'd like to stand behind the dwarves at a slight angle, maybe about 30 to 45 degrees off axis, within 60 feet, which is the range of my hold person spell, which I will employ if things go bad.
Yeah, it's a 50-foot room, so you're in range.
What are you going to toss a whole person spell on?
Oh, the dwarves if they turn on us. So I want to sort of I want to do it behind their backs, but I don't want to be directly behind them because I don't want to be in the line of fire of any.
I understand perfectly. You do know that dwarves are unusually spell resistant.
Yep.
It's a myth.
Okay. And finally, Calder, where are you standing?
I'm standing behind Drawn.
Okay, so there's a ton of people in that corner.
We're all brave adventurers.
All right. So
Used to be adventure until I took an arrow to the knee.
yeah, really. And who is opening the two chests?
The dwarves.
Alpha and Beta.
Oh, Alpha and Beta open them. Okay, they aren't happy about that, but they do it. Great big gouts of blood are flying off of their hammerheads. The two chests are flipped open. The snakes rise out of the chests, and they're just gigantic, horrible monsters. And the two dwarves throw their hammers at the chests of the snakes. There's a bright red glow that blinds you all, and the snakes are dead on the ground.
Oh.
And the dwarves say, "We've done what we were supposed to do. We're going home." And so they march back north through the group of people,
leaving us with whatever's behind.
Leaving you with whatever's behind.
What happened to their hammers? Did they keep their hammers, or did their hammers?
Of course, they kept their hammers.
Oh, okay.
No, they left them on the ground for you guys to pick up and start using and killing gods.
There's not much you can do, but let him go.
Okay, and they go. Now, in the chest is an amazing group of material. There's 500 gold in each chest. I'm relying on Andrew to keep track of this.
I am.
500 gold in each chest. 390 copper in each chest. And a silver chalice that's probably worth 100 gold all by itself. And that's it. Half elves, roll d6, please.
Just about to say.
Prometheus rolls a 4. Calder rolls a 6 and a 20.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to roll that.
Josh.
I didn't mean to roll it.
Arlen rolls a 1.
Okay. Nothing.
See anything invisible in there? Just taking a
Nope.
first look.
I think the thief should check for false bottoms.
The thief will check for big bottoms. And
Roll those
false
percentile dice, my friend. The first chest you find.
36.
And what's your... That probably does it, actually. Yeah, you find a false bottom in the first chest.
Sweet. I will detect traps.
No traps.
I'll open it up.
You open it up and you see a ring with a snaky-looking jewel.
What does my sword say about that jewel?
He says it isn't a jewel at all. It's a magic item that could lead you into a lot of trouble.
Well, like, what does that mean?
I suggest you don't wear it.
It's kind of like a marriage.
Accurate.
Yeah, really.
What would indicate, like, just why can't the sword tell me what the trouble is?
The sword is positive that this is a pattern gem ring that will help you walk the pattern once you find it.
Okay. I will tell the wizard that and tell him he should retrieve the ring.
He's happy to take that. Aren't you, wizard?
I am. I will, with my gloves on, take the ring. And these are cobras, you said, correct?
They're great big spitting cobras. But once you grab the ring in your gloved hand, you get this tremendous urge to take off your glove and put on the ring.
What is it? What does spellcraft tell me about that? Is it a charm?
Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything at all, except it must be some kind of strange magic. You're resisting as hard as you can, but now both your gloves are off your hands. You're holding the ring in your hand. You're saying something about a precious.
I'm gonna drop it in a belt pouch.
You're gonna make a saving throw.
Can I do MR first?
I'm thinking.
MR.
Yeah. Okay.
0-3.
Oh, that sucks.
You
drop it in a belt pouch.
Little magic resistance goes a long way.
Yep. Gift that keeps on giving. That's a nasty ring. Damn.
You want to check the other chest for another false bottom and another deadly ring?
Bottom? Oh, this time Prometheus rolls a 17.
Oh, you find another false bottom, my friend.
I will check for traps.
No traps.
I will open it.
Okay, there's a very large oval amulet in there, and the amulet has a spider web design on it.
Oh boy.
I will alert the wizard to the amulet.
Okay.
Look at it.
Yeah.
What kind of amulet? You said it has a spider design. Ancient history.
A spider web design.
Oh, religion. Do I get a religion roll on it?
No, not really. But you think it has something to do with walking the pattern?
Yikes! 2 in a row. This is all bad. Well, we want to collect these because they're useful to us if we don't die.
Hey, Leroy, pick it up.
There's three. There are 3 disciples of Leroy here. Which one?
So, guys, keep in mind that if whatever this is that requires a save, if you don't save and it runs you through its paces, we may not be able to control the situation. So, let me know if you're going to put it on.
Oh, I want to put it on. I'm down.
All right, I'm
Leroy
going to back
Jenkins.
up and notch my heavy crossbow because we might need to put him down.
And who is putting that down?
Colder.
Colder.
Colder. Thank you, Colder. Okay.
Perpetual Dragon nominee Josh Hayes.
All right,
Colder, please roll a percentile dice for me, my friend.
Oh, which one is the percentile dice?
100. D100.
/R D100.
I don't see a D100. Oh, just slash in the
You go to
text.
the dice. You hit the dice thing, it'll be under there. Yeah, this is how D&D works, Josh.
This is how Gary got
Yeah.
All I see is a D20. Oh wait, I see it now. 100.
You could
There we
roll
go.
2d20. It'd be
Got it.
88.
88. Okay, he puts it on his chest, and there's a little glow, and his flesh all turns red.
Mhm.
I notch a heavy
Itches.
crossbow.
Red flesh is bad.
Only slightly itchy.
You might need an ointment.
No.
I have
Oh,
Yeah, give him some ones.
Let me put something on there.
maybe just a little bit would work.
Just a smidgen.
Jim, DE is 1 turn plus 5 rounds per level. Based on duration, Detect Evil should still be working by our cleric. Can he tell anything?
No evil whatsoever.
Perfect.
I'm sure it's totally fine.
Just Josh
feel-
is red.
Do I feel any weirdness?
Nope. Well, your skin is red.
Well, yeah, but I mean, do I feel any other attributes? Am I stronger or weaker or dumber?
Wouldn't that be nice if you were?
How do you? I mean, you put it on voluntarily, so how do you get dumber from there?
True.
No, he did not put it on voluntarily.
And it is the amulet is no longer visible, correct?
Oh, it's visible on his chest. Yeah.
But attached.
It's attached to his flesh.
Got
And
it.
it is glowing.
I haven't
There's
had
a
this
little
much
glow
fun
to
since
it.
high school.
Oh my god. He's like a medieval Iron Man.
Yeah, just exactly.
Might turn into a spider later.
Is there anything else down here that we need to look at?
That's it right now. Who grabbed the 101 gold?
I grabbed. Well, you didn't. Oh, the
So
gold
we-
on the floor.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gold
you have to grab it.
plus 500 gold per chest.
So I've got the 1,101 gold, the 780 copper, the silver chalice, and I put it in my bag of holding. And then the large oval amulet Calder has, he's wearing, and you have the jewel, the snake ring jewel in your pouch. So that's everything.
You got the
Yes.
number.
You grab the 101, or I can grab that.
The
I
number.
grabbed all of it. It's in the bag of holding.
Hang on. It's 103 gold on the floor. It was 500 GP per chest, 390 copper, and the chalice is worth 100. So that's
So the 390
There-
on each one. So it's a total of 780.
There was only
Copper.
101 gold on the floor.
So
Right,
there's a total.
101.
Oh, 101, not 103. Got it?
Yeah.
That's right. So there's 500 in each chest, so that's 1,000 plus the 101, so it's 1,101 gold, 780 in copper, and then the silver chalice worth 1,000 gold or 100 gold.
100.
And
Yeah.
you,
Okay.
and you don't get credit for killing the 2 snakes.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, I should get something for having red skin.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Herbalism. Can I use one of my blank vials to take some of that, some spell components out of these guys, the snakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I'll take some cobra blood.
Okay. There's a lot of it, so that's not a problem.
Don't you
How
have
many
to
gallons
shout?
would you like?
Don't you have to
None.
shout winning when you do that? When you take the cobra blood?
Remember, if you drink Cobra blood, the best defense is a good offense.
I didn't know that, Nick.
The Cobra blood have any magical properties?
No, of course not.
No, it's just a good spell component for 2 spells. Chrome, I'm going to give you an empty vial, and you might need that for something. So I'll just give you the empty vial.
I'm gonna drain me some Cobra venom.
Okay. Oh, the venom. All right. Now, how you doing that, please?
Carefully.
Well, I'm a skilled poisoner, so I'm going to use my gloves and my little knife, and I'm going to get in there in the sack, and I'm going to make an incision, and I'm going to drain it in there.
Okay. So let's assume you're being very careful.
Yes.
And you puncture the sac, and you don't do quite as good a job as you wanted to.
Right.
Roll a d6, and on a 6, you're very unhappy.
That's how D&D works.
That
Josh.
Yeah.
You get a poison save, so let's see if you make it.
Uh-oh. Let's see. This will teach me to fool around. Let's see. My poison save is going to be... where is it at? Here it is.
Are you 4/4?
No, I've got it. I got it. Let's see. 13.
Did
So-
you make it?
Absolutely not.
All right. Then you're dead.
Prometheus is dead.
No.
Bitch.
That's how D&D works, Josh.
There's karma in D&D.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Right.
You guys can be bros and get me back to life.
We got to carry your carcass.
Can I have
So
your
I'm going-
stuff?
So I'm going to go and make sure we police up all of his stuff, so that way, should we save his body and bring him back, he has it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to put his stuff in the bag of holding.
Okay,
Well,
that's fine.
Yeah.
That kind of fills it with Nick in there too.
Correct, because he's a small little elf.
Yeah.
All right. So should we
All right.
trot back to town and bring him back now?
No, keep adventuring.
Yeah, we can go a little further, and then we'll make our way back because we don't have any experience yet.
So
And-
before
and
we
once
gain,
it's-
oh, go ahead.
Once he starts smelling, though, it's all over. We're turning around or dropping him. That's all I'm saying.
Right on.
Well, yeah,
All right.
I don't think we go more than a day down here because if things like that are in here, we could be in serious trouble.
So Nick, while you're hanging out in a backpack, did you want to drop some knowledge about Galaxy's Edge in the Dragon Awards?
I do. We're really, Jason and I are really happy about being nominated for the Savage Wars for Galaxy's Edge. It's the premier science fiction, military science fiction, Space Marine series from the Galaxy's Edge people. And if you go and get it on Audible, the really cool thing about that is you get to listen to a real big live Hollywood star, Stephen Lang, who is an Avatar, read it. And he actually did an outstanding job. It's probably one of the best listens you'll ever listen to. And you get to find out the origin of the Prometheus character. It's completely batshit crazy. And it's a lot of Space Marine, full auto, explosives, drop ships, guys getting killed, guys killing. If you like war, it's a fun war book.
There we
Win
go.
big prizes.
Big prizes.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Groovy.
Let's head to the west door.
All right.
You sure you want to do the west door?
I think that's the only door we have.
No. That was a door to the south, too.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sorry, I don't have that. Got it. Is it in the center of the south wall?
Yes, it is.
How far are these doors away from us right now?
It's a 50 by 30 room.
Yeah.
Yards?
Yards. So you're standing 12 yards away from the west door, and you're standing 22 yards away from the south door.
Can I cast fine traps on the west door?
Yes, of course you can. No traps.
I listen at the west door. Cup my hand and listen.
Don't hear a thing.
Lance, do you pop that door?
I open
Pop
it.
that door. Oh, Arlen opened
The
it.
west
Leroy.
door open.
I'm already there, so I got a
Okay.
Leroy it.
Great big room, 30 by 70, with an exit in the northwest corner.
It's matching this room for 30 and then 70 long.
Yes.
Got it. And you said which southwest quarter?
Northwest corner.
North. So on the west wall of the north. Okay.
Yes, and as you go in to look at things, there's 210 gold all over the floor.
Do I feel like that the gold are leading us along a path to something? Are they?
Yes, I'm positive that's exactly what you feel.
Where does the trail of gold go from and to?
It's randomly spread across the floor.
It's scattered all over the floor. Okay.
Yes.
And we see nothing else in this room?
No, what do you want?
3 wishes?
Aha. That might come later.
Any necromancers down here? No.
Yeah, really.
All right, so I'm going to pick up. How much of the gold was it?
There's 210.
10.
All right. 1311 gold now. I pick that up, toss it with us, the rest of our loot.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing now, Wizard? The unofficial party leader now.
Until we can grow Nick back.
Poor Nick. Nick is probably like telling Nicole how bad his adventure was today.
She is so angry at you, James.
Oh no! I can't have her angry at me.
Yeah, let's go check out that door. Your fine traps last for how long?
Arlen?
3 turns.
Okay, so can you wave around that door?
There's no door there. It's an open portal.
Oh, it's an open corner?
Yeah.
No, I totally didn't understand. Sorry about that.
It's quite all right.
Okay. And how long does the corridor look from where we're looking?
40 yards, but there's another exit in the middle of the 40 yards to the south.
Okay. Got it.
And then as you walk in just a little bit, at the very end of that 40 yards, there's a great big pile of gold.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I want to pick up the gold.
Okay. So there's There's 1,001 gold coins. Yes. 10 gold coins is a pound.
So I'll, if you give it to me, Calder, I'll throw it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so that gives us a total of 2,041. All right, 2412 gold so far for the party.
And you know that if you don't resurrect Nick, none of this experience is shared by him.
That's true.
It's true. All right, so do we want to go down the south door in the corridor or take the corridor to its natural conclusion?
Can we
Follow
see
the
anything?
gold.
Can we see anything down the west corridor?
Okay, yeah, the guy who grabbed the gold sees that there's a wide chamber to the north.
So the northwest corridor goes 30 yards, and then there's a chamber on the north wall.
Yes.
Okay. At the 30-yard mark or further?
At the 50-yard mark.
Roger that. Okay. Is it a door or just an open corridor?
An open corridor.
Okay. And is that the end of the corridor?
Of course not.
Got it. Looking down the south corridor, when we pass that going for the gold, how far does that go?
12 yards down and there's a door.
Got it. 12 yards door. Okay. Looking north in that room, what do we see in that room?
You see a corridor going north. You see another corridor. Well, at the very north end, there's another corridor going east. And then there's also on the west wall a door that's sparkling with white sparkles, just like lightning bugs in the dark.
Yay. Okay. So the north corridor goes how long?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50 yards.
50 yards. Okay. And then where is the sparkling door on the west wall?
In the middle.
In the middle. And that's a door.
Yeah.
And the 50-yard corridor goes 50 yards and then it turns east, or there's just a turn off at the east?
No, it turns east for 60 yards.
60. Then I'm doing my math wrong because I just ran into the room with the two chests.
You clearly did something wrong.
I clearly did. Anyone else mapping this?
But not on graphic.
Nick was mapping, but Nick died.
Okay, so in the first corridor with the 12-yard door, that was 50 yards?
Yes.
And then it went north 50 yards, and the first eastern corridor opened up into a 60-foot room?
Yes. Not 60 foot, 60 yard.
60 yard, okay.
This is all in yard squares.
Got it. Okay, yeah. I just don't understand the math. Is that the end of the corridor?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. And so our original western corridor, you said continued. When we reach the corridor that has the sparkling door and goes 50 yards and then turns east,
yes.
How far does the west corridor continue?
No. There's a real oddness there. You go up as far as you can to the north.
No, I don't. I'm not going there. I'm saying in our original northwest corridor, we walk down 50 yards. Does that corridor after the 50 yards continue?
That corridor started going up north.
Okay, so that's the end of it. All right, so it turns. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. And so then 20 yards up is the glittering door, and then 30 yards further is the turn that goes east.
Yes, very good.
Roger that. Okay. All right, we've got door number 1, door number 2, or the curtain.
Or you could go back home and try to raise Nick.
That's true. You guys want to go look at the glittery thing or go look at the room?
Where was the gold leading us? Which direction?
He said it was scattered.
It was scattered. It's not leading you anywhere that you know of.
Let's go for the sparkly door.
Let's do it.
It's
Close the
just
door.
kind of weird to see gold in piles in the dungeon.
Yep.
There's a dragon down here somewhere.
Something bad.
Something bad.
There is
So-
indeed, but not on this level.
Yeah. Dragon on this level equals quick evening.
Yeah,
Taking a look at the glittery door, what does it look like?
looks like a wooden door with iron bands across it and glitter in front of it and a little cloud of glitter.
In a cloud of glitter. In the center of the door, all along it, up and down.
All around it.
Does it move like bugs move?
Yes.
Okay.
In front of it and a little. No.
Does it look any different to the dragon?
What dragon?
The one on my shoulder.
Okay, that boy. He says it's weird magic, very powerful.
Don't like weird magic, very powerful. Your fine traps. See if that's detecting anything. It detects magic too.
The poor elf can't find traps.
Oh, I
He's
thought it was the cleric. Sorry, I meant the cleric.
It's colder.
Your spell.
Can I still use it if I'm covered in this red skin?
No problem at all. But do you have more than one of those spells?
It's 1 turn plus 5 rounds per level. So
Yeah, he definitely used it up.
Oh, okay.
It's been 30 minutes. Okay, got it.
All right, I'll cast one.
Okay, very good. No trap, but it's very unusual magic.
All right, I'm gonna take one of my slingshot bowl rounds and I'm gonna roll it through the mist and see if we can learn anything from it passing through.
Okay, it vanishes before the door.
So probably teleportation.
All right, I'll go get his sling bullet.
Okay, he disappears before he opens the door.
Oh my!
All right, Leroy Jenkins, I'm going after him.
You disappear.
So who has gone at this point?
Drawn and Lance.
Drawn.
And then who had Nick's body?
I do.
Lance.
With me, Lance.
Okay, then Nick stands up out of the portable hole. He looks very unusual. Drawn face, white hair. His hands have turned into talons. And he says, "What happened, guys?"
You got a makeover?
He took a nap. That's how D&D works.
Yeah.
So all 3 of them have vanished from our side?
Yeah, all 3 of them have vanished.
What do they see?
What do we see?
Yeah, okay, I can't tell you until we find out what happens to everybody
I'll
else.
follow him. Does anything weird happen when I go through?
No, you're fine.
Does his red skin get like purple or anything?
No, it stays red.
So that leaves Levi, Werdna, Arlen, and Gurk.
Correct.
Okay, are we all going through the door? Why not?
I guess that's why. All right, everyone, let's go through. We'll go through.
All right, very good.
You gotta yell.
All right. So the band is back together in this room, and the room is filled with the sparkling lightning bug magic, and there is a door to the middle of the east wall.
How big of a room?
Does Nick feel any different? I ask him. So does
Nick is the
Prometheus?
only different person, yes, and it's the room is 30 yards by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 yards.
30 by 50.
And there are 2 chests in the room. And the chests are covered in Egyptian hieroglyphics. You guys don't know Egyptian, but it's fun to say it.
Well, honestly, the last couple of chests have been super fun, so let's just open these up and go with it.
Yeah, really.
Arlen, I think we have a new accolade for Leroy Jenkins.
So
I shall prepare the induction ceremony.
where did you say the door was, Jim?
What?
Where did you say the door was?
The door is in the middle of the east wall, and Nick says, I can read those hieroglyphics.
Cool.
Okay.
What do they say, Nick?
What's it say?
Nick says the hieroglyphics say, "Open my sarcophagus and be cursed for all time."
Oh, good.
So of course we should open it.
With ancient language, can I look and try and verify that, what he just said?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Is Colder already cursed? Maybe he should just open it.
Maybe I should just do it.
Yeah.
So you said there's two chests. They both say the same thing?
Yes, they do.
Is the door to the east glowing? Like, does it have the same glow?
That's a great picture, Walt. Thank you very much. Yeah, the door is glowing with the white lightning bug glow, and Nick is bending down on one end of the sarcophagus, and he's pressing some buttons, and a drawer comes out, and Nick takes the book that's in there, and he takes it out.
Say that again. He takes a book. What?
He takes a book out of the sarcophagus.
I'm going to take that book away from Nick so he doesn't start reading it.
Chrome, what do you got there, buddy?
He says it's the Book of the Dead.
Oh, good. Walking over with spellcraft, does it say Necronomicon on it or Book of Dead?
It does say Book of the Dead in Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Perfect. That's helpful.
Does it say anything weird on the back, like, by Tor or Bane Books or anything?
Bantam books.
All right.
Chrome, what are you doing with that book?
He's not here. So he says, no, I kind of want it. I think it's going to help me. And there's another one. He goes over to the other sarcophagus.
No, I'm here. I'm just not sure I can play my character, so I'm just being quiet.
No, what? Yeah, no. You have your brain. You can play your character.
I see.
Hey, buddy, you want to give me that book? We'll put it in my bag of holding for safekeeping.
No, he wants the book. He's not letting anybody have it. You're just undead. So
Okay.
You have to think like an undead person. So, but you go over to the other sarcophagus.
I don't think there's much of a difference between the way Prometheus thinks and an undead person.
There we go. I quite agree.
They look similar.
You open up another drawer, and there is another Book of the Dead in that drawer.
Can I try and grab it first?
Yeah, of course. You grab it right away.
So this is like a series.
So now it's time for you to roll. Now it's time for you to roll percentile dice, wizard.
Got it. What am I looking for?
You're looking for a higher roll than 30.
Oh. No. 16.
Okay, he falls dead on the ground.
I have magic resistance. Wouldn't that be my MR?
Are you going to resist this magic?
Of course he is.
I'm going to be very generous and let you try to resist this magic. Go ahead.
$23.
Okay, you take half your hit points and damage, and you aren't undead yet, but your flesh is dark and clammy, and you have bone white hair, and you now look at the dead in a different light than you did before.
I will happily throw the book in the bag of holding and not touch it.
No, you keep a hold of the book. It's too precious to go in the bag of holding.
Can I get a saving throw versus that?
Nope.
Okay.
What kind of undead am I?
You're an undead fighter.
Oh, I see. But not like a vampire.
Not a special undead yet, my friend.
Oh, I see.
That's
what
coming.
Is the book, what does the Book of the Dead mean to me?
It's just kind of a magic book that might have kind of magic to change you inside its pages.
It's very precious to you.
Very precious.
Yeah, these aren't good. If I made MR and it took half my hit points, we'd probably...
No, wizard. You think this book is wonderful. You're going to learn many amazing things from it.
That's true. I'm going to learn many amazing things from it.
One of us.
Do we see anything else in the room with their renewed appreciation?
You haven't opened the sarcophagus yet.
Yeah, I don't think we're well.
I would like to put traps on the sarcophagus.
I take out my holy symbol and I crack the lid of one of the sarcophagi.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna pull out my holy symbol too.
And a mummy comes out.
My mummy or
and
his?
says, no, mummy. And it says, you two kill all these people. And he points at Nick and the wizard.
Oh, that's not good.
I would like to resist that because these are my friends.
Okay,
Yeah.
you resist it.
Okay.
You resist it.
Yes, I will activate Fever. My flaming sword.
Beaver no longer wants to work with you.
I'm gonna point my hand at the mummy and say, "She's den Fenster."
Make a saving throw to do that.
Roger that. Versus spell or death?
Spell.
Got it. I need a 12. 10. 15.
All right. Then you don't. Then you can cast that spell.
All right. It's 2d8 plus 4.
All right.
For 13 for 17.
You rip the mummy in half, and it floats back into the sarcophagus.
It was only one mummy that came out, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Of that one, yeah. You haven't opened the other one yet.
Is there anything else in the sarcophagus?
Hey, Josh,
Are you
can you mute your computer while you're working on your novel?
I wasn't typing. It must have been somebody else.
You can work on your novel all you like, buddy.
But I wasn't typing. I was clicking.
All right. So you're looking in the sarcophagus, and you see this dead body of a mummy, like smashed in half, and there are some gold pieces in there.
Covered in beautiful stained glass.
Yeah.
Can we take the gold pieces and some mummies?
Well, the new spell works. That's good news.
Who's taking the gold pieces?
Holder said he's grabbing them.
I'll grab them and give them to Lance.
Okay, so let's make a poison saving throw, my friend.
That look was priceless, by the way.
You roll a 20-sider because that's how D&D works, Josh.
I rolled a 14.
That's
A 14.
I always
Josh
feel like
falls-
when I say that line, I'm like Eddie Vedder screaming.
No,
at that
I'm
guy.
gonna make a T-shirt that has that on it.
Yeah, I know.
Do you remember the Pearl Jam video where Eddie Vedder screams at the tech guy? He's all, "Turn the lights up, Josh."
No,
Are
I
you-
didn't hear that. I'm not 60.
So Josh, you fell over dead from the poison mold of the mummy.
Oh,
And that's how D&D works, Josh.
He's
So
not
what-
saved
and-
by his weird red skin.
And both the boys, both you two undead guys, one of the pages in your book is glowing brightly.
Did anything happen to his chest medallion that he's wearing
Yeah,
when he
the
dropped dead?
Nope.
Now,
Nope. Still there.
now for that save, right? He needed to roll. What
Yeah,
was
he
it?
needed
Death.
on the number, so it must be with a penalty. So
Oh,
we
Yeah, that's
better
exactly
pack him-
right.
We better pack him and go.
All right, let's toss him in my bag of holding.
Time to
Aren't we? Come on! Aren't we opening the book and reading the page?
we are heading out the door.
I'm reading the page, Jim.
Okay, and it reads "The Rising of the Dead," and you can make Josh rise.
so how do all these clerics feel about this?
I'll make Josh rise.
Okay, Josh rises up, and he's got bone white hair and a really nasty looking face, and he's definitely undead. So now we have 3 undead in this group. You know, I've never had a total party undead before.
Wait,
You
I
guys
thought
are really.
Didn't I resist? Because I only took half damage.
Prometheus did not.
Right, I
No,
know Chrome did.
you aren't dead, but you're heading that way.
All right, I think we're running. Let's leave.
All right.
Wait. We easily handled this mummy. Can't we crack open the second sarcophagus?
What a great idea! I support that plan.
I don't
Okay,
think
so
there's
let's
anything
stop.
we-
Let's stop. Let's get a hold on things for just a second.
Well,
So,
that's no fun.
so as we tried to investigate this coffin, and Josh reached in and got poisoned and died, But see, Josh is now dead, so he can do it again.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
can he give us?
absolutely.
Is he poison resistant as a dead, as an undead?
Well, what dead may never die.
know, as an undead, he is poison resistant.
So can he still retrieve the gold?
Of course he can.
All right, I'll go retrieve the other gold too.
Okay, there are 1,000 pieces of black mold-covered gold.
I'm
Clean
sure
it
that'll
off?
wash off. Yeah.
What's the exchange rate on that?
I have an empty sack. We can put that gold in.
All right,
And then
you
we'll
know
toss that sack,
that's 100 pounds of gold.
and
We
then
have
we'll
a-
put
we
that
have-
in the bag of holding.
We're gonna hand
Okay.
that back to the dwarves.
I'm gonna detect false bottoms
Excellent question. No,
Or-
you don't.
or detect big bottoms.
No, you don't.
Okay. Well, let's crack that other sarcophagi since we're having a dead party.
What a great idea.
I've got my lance of first strike ready just in case.
Yeah, why don't you do it? Because you'll hit first.
No, Colder should do it.
Because he's already dead.
I mean,
I'd
I'm
like to try
already
to bribe I'd like to try to bribe my sword to work with me. And get
Yeah,
over
the
its-
sword.
I'd like to
the
tell
sword
it to
will-
get over its shit.
Yeah, no. The sword will never work with you again.
Dang.
And the three of you don't want to open that sarcophagus.
Why?
You don't feel like you should disturb the dead.
I'm chaotic neutral.
Yeah,
Lance-
no, not anymore. You aren't.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but at my core, I'm not lawful. I don't agree with anything.
Yeah, you're right. You are totally chaotic, but that's it. You don't have a neutral, evil, or lawful bit.
Right. But I don't agree with disturbing things. Like
That you
that-
don't.
to me, if you told
really?
me not to do something, that's the thing I want to do.
Yeah, I quite understand. No, you don't want to open the sarcophagus. You will not stop others from opening.
Well,
the
as a
sarcophagus.
true chaotic neutral, I want to do it even more now.
Hey, Lance,
Yeah.
try and open it, Lance.
All right. I'm going to open the sarcophagi.
Okay, you see nothing inside. It's empty.
Anything I can see that's
Check for
invisible.
a false bottom.
Where are you looking there, wizard?
I'm looking all through it, in the center and on the sides.
Nope, you don't. Now let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 I can influence. All right. So, no, I can't influence him. He's dead. So I guess, Arlen, you get attacked by a mummy.
Oh, well, I had my
What?
I had my holy symbol at the ready, so I'll.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't attack your front. It attacks your back, and it misses abysmally.
It's a gay mummy.
So, now, Arlen, what would you like to do?
Well, obviously, he missed. Did I sense the attack? Do I know it's behind me?
Yes, you do.
All right, I spin around and I attempt to turn.
Oh, that's really too bad. Okay, 20-sided die. Give me the number.
Here it comes. 13.
It turns to ash, and in the pile of ash, there's this silver Ankh amulet.
Oh, does it fit in the thing in my chest?
I pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. Okay, make a save versus magic.
Josh has played too many AAA video game titles.
Yeah, really. I quite agree.
Oh, wait. Let's see. My save. Is that same thing as save versus spells?
Yes.
All right. That's a 15 for me.
And what'd you roll?
Here it comes. 6.
Okay. So, what's the biggest spell in your list of spells?
Well, my only other level 2 is a hold person. The rest are level 1s. I have command. I have cure light wounds, and I have sanctuary. And
Okay, so you throw a whole person on the living group. So that would be drawn. Let's make a saving throw versus magic.
Oh, don't you threaten me with a good time. Let's see. A 19.
Oh, you make it easy. Levi, saving throw versus magic.
16.
Oh, you guys are getting too good. Scorpio.
16.
Jeez. Gurk.
14.
Okay, you guys all say versus magic. So, now, Arlen, you have a choice, of course. They've all resisted your spell, so they know that you aren't on their side. Do you wish to run for your life, or do you wish to continue attacking with melee weapons?
Oh my. So am I cognizant of what's happening and unable to control myself, or am I?
You feel that. No, that's fair. You feel that the 4 living beings are incredibly evil and need to be killed.
Oh, okay. Well, Leroy is not the type to run. It would be against my persona, so I would have to draw my mace and yell,
Okay.
"Somebody stop me!"
All right. And who are you attacking first?
The closest one. I'm obviously out of my mind.
That would be Gurk. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, I'm rolling a d20 save.
Yes,
is
you are.
there anything in the Book of the Dead that can calm this situation down?
You don't know. You'd have to start leafing through the pages. And
Oh,
trying.
I'm a leafing.
Okay, so there's a little glow on one page. You want to give that a try?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so roll percentile dice.
I think I
That is a 75, and there is one ranger in this group, actual ranger. So 75 is always good, right, Walt?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Who's
Especially
the ranger?
especially if it's third
Walt,
bat.
Walt Robiard is a member of the 75th Ranger Regiment.
No.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Long time
So,
ago, galaxy far, far away.
Walt, you fall over dead.
No, he can't fall dead on the 75th.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
So,
it was just it's just like
you saw how wildly successful that was. Do you want to read another one?
No.
Jim, I'm going to attempt, since you said I'm not dead but dying, I'm going to attempt
Right.
to grab the Ankh.
Okay, so that you have to have a successful hit on him.
Oh, thank God we're not going to grapple rules.
I thought it was an object.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you hit him? Did you hit him?
What do I roll to hit it? To grab? I thought it was just an object.
Your normal melee roll.
Okay.
I believe it's called Thako.
Did I hit him, or was I just rolling to a saving throw for when he tried to hit me?
You don't. He hasn't even tried yet.
Okay, I thought he had. Okay.
Attempting to grab your Ankh. Go ahead, Andrew. Attempt to grab it.
All right, 19.
Oh, that's wonderful. You grab it right out of his hand, and
Okay.
you're totally healed.
Okay.
And you believe that Set is the way and the light.
Oh. Uh-oh. Is there an MR on that?
No, not at all. You got the Ankh in your hand.
Got it.
Okay, so
Am I broken from this mental hold?
no, you're free now. Everything's wonderful.
So yes.
Well, then I'm running.
Okay, you're gonna run through the door?
No, I'm going to run back into the other chamber because the mage's most powerful spell might be a fireball.
No, we don't have that level. We just need one of the undead to grab the Ankh so that we can try and.
Well, you're undead.
Not anymore.
No, he wasn't undead. He wasn't killed. He resisted,
Yeah.
but he now is totally chaotic evil.
Right.
So we have Drawn is dead, and Colder and Prometheus are undead.
So I'm human with one. If one of you can sleep me.
Right. So now, Nick, that page that was glowing before is glowing brightly again. You think you could make Drawn so very much better?
I will make Drawn better.
Okay, so he rises as undead. His hair is bone white. His face is very shallow. His eyes are totally black.
Wow, it's just like real life.
And he thinks Set is the way and the light.
What about Leroy Jenkins?
What about him?
We were devotees.
So now we have 1, 2, 3. We got 4 undead, and we
Wait,
have the rest of the
just
party.
a point. Like, aren't elves immune to undead stuff?
They're immune to charming. They're not immune to undead.
Sleep and charm is all, 90%.
Sleep and charm.
30% for half elves.
So
what
what is
happens if I
our
grab
attitude
the elk?
now towards the wizard as the dead?
You know he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. How many people are still alive? Guruk and Arlen are alive.
Levi and Scorpio.
And Scorpio.
Levi and Lance Scorpio.
So half the party is still alive.
Right.
I'm observing from afar. I'm in the
If
other
someone's
room.
got sleep me.
Remember, we teleported into this room, so we only have forward to go.
No, we can go back. The teleport door is still there.
Is it?
Yep.
Let's go back and see if we can buy health from a wizard in Grey Castle.
Let me ask this, James. First question: is the teleport door still there?
Yes.
As a true chaotic neutral, I don't like this.
You aren't chaotic neutral anymore.
What am I?
Chaotic.
Just chaotic. Well, then, as a true chaotic,
Yes.
I don't like the whole joining thing.
Okay.
So I don't like the guy with the Ankh. And I don't like turning
No.
everything-
You do like the guy with the Ankh.
Well-
he is a brother in arms.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. As a chaotic, I don't want anybody to be like me. I'm a wild, wonderful, strange thing.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. He's a brother in arms.
Yeah. Okay. And what are our attitudes about the living ones?
They need to change or they need to accept set.
See, that's where the chaotic part is the problem. And the other thing, too, just so you know, Prometheus thinks he's a god, so he wouldn't ever think he wouldn't ever serve any other god except himself.
No. Yeah, you don't worship Set. You just know that he's a great, big, powerful dude, and you want to be just like him.
So here would be a little bit of meta. If you got into this character, he already knows a person who calls themselves Set, and he has nothing but jealous envy over that. Like,
So, does the Set is he the Egyptian god?
he is a god.
Okay, so yeah, all right, you're jealous, so that means you want to be more powerful than him.
Yes.
And that's what the Book of the Dead is going to do for you.
Okay. All right, just working this through. Okay. So what's forward and what's behind us?
Well, there is a door to the east forward,
Yeah.
and there's the teleportation cloud behind you.
What happens if one of the dead guys ends up with the Ankh?
Try it. Take it.
I'll pick it up.
Okay, you're fine and happy, and you believe that you should be a god.
Nice.
So once he takes it from me, what happens to me when he takes it from me?
No, you're fine. You're healthy, and everything's fine. You're still chaotic evil.
Got it.
You see no reason to change.
But you're not dead.
Right.
But he's not dead. No, he's not dead.
Now, is Josh now chaotic evil?
All you guys, well, you're chaotic. I don't know why you're just chaotic. Josh is chaotic evil.
Am I chaotic evil now?
Yeah.
Geez.
And Drawn is chaotic evil.
Let's go kill those elves.
Wouldn't the clerics then becoming chaotic evil lose their powers?
Nope, because they have Set to rely on.
But they've departed their belief system and everything.
No, they have not part of their belief system. In fact, Set is looking down on you all and saying, wow, as soon as I get those 4 humans changed, this group will be wonderful for me.
This is how you got the Suicide Squad.
I think it's time to beat feet.
Yeah.
And retreat out.
And then a 7-foot-tall humanoid with a cobra head appears, and it bows to Andrew the Wizard.
Uh-oh.
Which one do you want us to kill?
This is a minion of Set.
Yeah, of course. And others are coming as long as you're in this room.
I will say, let's see.
Let us leave this room then.
Does it make sense to?
Using ancient language, I will say Anel Nakrad Titan Seteko. Serpent Son's blood and agony lost. And ask him to cast that spell on me.
It's not happy.
Will he do it?
It's not happy. No, it can't. It isn't strong enough, but it will summon someone who is strong enough.
Sounds like retreat.
Right.
So those of us still alive, I say if they don't want to leave, we go without them.
Okay, so you're rushing through the teleporter, Scorpio?
The teleporter leads that we came in. It's 2-way, right? So let's just do it. Levi, you were coming with me?
Yep.
Yeah. Time to go. Time to go.
Okay, we're leaving.
All right.
Shouldn't we chase them?
So all the living except for Andrew leave.
Now, I still have free will, though, right? I could follow.
You could follow, no problem.
Yeah. Because.
And then another minion of Set appears, and it bows down to you and says, "Who do you want me to kill?"
I do not want you to kill. I want you to cast that spell on me.
Okay, it's not strong enough to do that, but it will summon someone who is.
This is like bad government customer service.
I'm not human anymore.
I have to take you up to my manager.
This is almost like the VA.
I'm still fighting all this as a chaotic. Do I get any kind of save throw?
What are you doing exactly there, Nick, my friend?
I hate the organization that I'm seeing. I just what I just pointed out. I hate the bureaucracy. I hate the fact that people are actually, I've got to get a man. Like everything, I rebel against everything in that.
Okay, and then this gorgeous snake woman appears, and she has a full figure, and she has definite clothes, and she looks around at the group. And she looks at you, Nick, and she picks you. And she kind of sidles up to you, and she puts her hands on your cheeks, and your cheeks are glowing. And let's make a magic saving throw, Nick.
Make a magic saving throw or just a saving throw against
magic?
I would love to make a magic saving throw.
Let's see if you do.
I do not.
Okay, you are enchanted by this woman, and will do anything she says.
Okay.
Time to mow the yard.
Andrew,
can I try and resist?
Andrew, did you go through the teleporter?
Yes, I'll go through the teleporter.
Okay, so now we have a split party now, and that's fine. So let's go with the living group right now. You throw open the door to the east, and you run in that corridor. Do you run up north, or do you run down south?
We back the way we came.
Yep.
You did not answer my question.
South is south. Game, right? Yeah.
South is where we came,
Andrew,
right?
you didn't answer that question, did you?
I thought you said I could go with the living.
Let's see. You can go with the living. All right. So you go south. Okay. So you run past the corridor with the door.
Yeah.
Then you run into that open room, and there's that door to the east that you have to take to go out. All right? Is that what we're taking?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Okay. So you throw open that door. All right. So now let's go back to the dead group. There's the dead group. The adorable.
It's me, Drawn, and Colder.
Yes.
I thought Arlen was in there too.
Yeah.
Arlen's in there too.
Arlen's chaotic evil, just like you.
Are
anyway,
we grateful?
The girl gets you gets up to speed on what's happening, and she says, "Well, let's go get them and change them to our way." And so you all follow her into the teleportation area, and you teleport. Bink. All right, so you guys are in room 2. Do we want to go up north?
I'd like to have a conversation.
We'll get to you. You're the undead group. We're going to do the living group right this second.
Let's,
So
That
living
might
group-
be a,
let's run to the stairs.
Okay, so we're going north through the door.
yes.
And then we're going past the secret door room, and we're
Yep.
going into the cavern cave, and we're going up to the 4 dwarves.
Yep.
Okay, so now, did JR, did you wind up with all the gold?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what's 10% of all that gold?
10%?
10% of 342 would be. Oh, good God! You're asking me to do math. Hold on.
5.
What's the total?
It's 3,412.
Yep, that's
Okay,
right.
they take that and let you pass.
Okay.
Oh wait,
All right.
I know how we get out of this. I got it.
Okay, you got it. So now, so you guys
We
passed.
made sure we gave them the moldy poison.
No,
gold.
they don't take the moldy gold. They're much smarter than that. Okay, so but you go outside and all your horses are eaten.
Damn it.
What happened to our
Which-
invisible protector?
Is the
I know, yeah.
unseen servant there?
Right.
The unseen servant is not there. It's a broken ash of spirit on the ground.
James,
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that this whole place is run by dicks.
Well, that's nice of you to say. I'm
like
sure,
to say,
I'm sure
everybody
the
here
crazed
has
wizard.
the. I'm going to put this on Yelp. 1 star. Would not recommend.
Ooh, ouch.
Dwarven Tower, tough.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, now we're doing the undead group now. So Nick, what did you brilliantly figure out?
I brilliantly figured out that things are going to go awful for these people when we get to the top. I'm keeping that to myself.
Okay. So the beautiful girl that you're following, and you will fight for her to the death, goes into the eastern door, and then goes down south, and then goes east.
I'd like to warn her that things are going to go bad.
Oh, really? Why is that? She says.
Well, I don't.
Lovingly, and she caresses your cheek so pleasantly.
And I want you to know, like, I appreciate all that and your beauty, but I'm not really a joiner. But I want you to know things are about to go incredibly bad, and most likely for you.
Okay, well, she says, what should we do about that?
I would like to propose a bargain.
What's that?
The bargain is you let me and my friends go with life, and I will perform a service for your cult.
Okay, so I will let you go with life, and as soon as you can, you have to build a temple to Set in the city of Greyhawk. Large and impressive, and minions will be sent to help you.
We can do that.
Okay, very good. So she does some magical passes, and you all change to what you think is the living.
No, that's the bargain, that we're alive.
You all still have white hair and jet black eyes,
Right.
but your skin is
still
now
red?
Your skin is still red, yes.
Yeah.
But your flesh is normal, and you can go up the stairs and talk to the dwarves.
Well, do we have any money?
I don't believe you have a single gold coin.
So I would say to my companions, what happens if we don't have any acquired money?
10%.
How are
and
they
0.
supposed to know?
Can we pay them from money we have?
They don't need 10% of what you have. It was 10% of what we found. So
Right.
you're
Yeah,
good.
they won't take what you have.
Well, what if we don't have anything to give them?
Right.
Well,
Then you don't have anything to
that's
give them.
fine.
No.
You failed in this adventure.
Yeah, you earn no money. Just go on.
Okay. They won't take it. They won't take it out of our hides.
No, of course not.
Don't
Okay.
push questions. Just run away since they said
They
nothing.
want you to go down again.
Okay. Then we will exit the dungeon and meet our friends and explain what happened.
Okay, well, hey, I'm sure they all think that you guys with your jet black eyes and your white hair are just fine.
Right.
It's just a fashion statement.
I feel better.
I
Do
may
we
be those
visit a
things,
temple?
but I'm still Prometheus, and I'm still absolutely chaotic.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you're going to walk back to Greyhawk City and go into the Red Dragon Inn and rest and eat.
Can I have one of the clerics cast Remove Curse on me?
If
Who
we have
wound up
that.
who wound up with the Ankh?
Colder did.
Colder.
I have it.
Colder wound up with the Ankh? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you could have him cast Reverse Curse.
Yeah, I'm not going to have you cast anything on me, Colder. I'm good. You're my buddy, but not today. Dram, you're an original. Arlen, you are. But Dram, you're the original. Can you cast Remove Curse on me, please?
I do it.
But isn't he? Never mind.
Yes, you're right. He's not dead anymore, but he is a follower of Set.
Is there a temple to visit that we can have this stuff taken care of?
There are lots of temples in Greyhawk, yes.
Just
Dram,
none
who
of
is
us.
your god? Who do you follow?
What's that?
Give me that again, Andrew. What?
Who is your god, Dram? Who do you follow?
You follow Set now.
Yeah, now.
Leroy Jenkins wasn't powerful enough.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
He didn't believe in the silver drumstick hard enough.
Got it. Roger that.
Exactly. All right, so you're in the inn and you're getting comfortable.
What gods are available that we might recommit ourselves to in exchange for freeing them of Set?
You haven't freed them of Set.
That is the goal.
I would like to ask around and spend a little money, because I have my money from previous missions.
Yes.
On a scholar or sage versed in religion.
Okay, and what's the question that you're asking?
The question is, what is our status right now? Like, what are we obligated to? I lay out the whole story and everything that happened.
Well, he won't take a gold piece for that. He says you're a follower of Set. You have to do what the Set people do. Every full moon, you're going to go down to the temple and you're going to do a few things that nobody else likes. And every once in a while, a minion of Set will appear and serve you until it dies.
And what if I don't want to do that?
Yeah, you don't have any choice.
I'm going to go into a temple of Farlangen. Is there one of those available?
I'm thinking, why are you doing that?
Because I want to ask the traveler a question.
Yeah, you don't want to go in anybody's temples but Seth's.
So I'm going to go see the wizard now.
Is there like a 1% chance to like pray for divine intervention? I think.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you, Prometheus. I can also go see the wizard as well. Let's go knock on that door.
Okay, we're all going to see the wizard?
Yep.
I'm going to.
Okay, very good. So
he's a wonderful wizard.
I'm sorry, what?
He's a wonderful wizard.
We'll knock on the door, waiting for the Major Domo.
Right, the Major Domo Reginald comes out and says, "What can I do for you all?" And then he sees that several of you are minions of Set, and he slams the door.
All right.
Okay,
But I stick my foot in front of the door so he can't slam it shut.
You guys are acting minions. Go back to the Red Dragon Inn. Let the humans talk.
Okay.
Oh, that was a slap in the face.
I would like to stand outside
The adults
door,
are talking.
and I would like to yell something in there. if I
Let's
could.
not know something we need.
What are you gonna yell?
I'm going to tell the Major Domo, I hear the wizard accepts magical items for services. And I have a powerful sword here that I'm willing to trade.
The door flings open.
Okay.
Says, "That is a fair trade. Hand me the sword."
I hand him the sword.
Okay. He says, "Let's come upstairs."
I go
So
up.
he takes you on a winding circular staircase. And on the second level, you see these giant apes and this iron golem.
Yikes.
And on the third level, you see two golden dragons.
Ooh.
And then on the fourth level, you see an old man sitting comfortably in a chair reading a scroll. And then the Major Domo introduces you all, and for some reason he knows all of your names, and he apologizes for bringing minions of Set in here, but They paid royally for the service, so he would like the group to be able to talk to him for just a little while. And the wizard says fine, and he casts a couple spells, and he starts glowing golden.
I bow and say, "Greetings, Superior. We have been investigating and adventuring in the areas of Greyhawk and exceeded our capacity and would need help potentially dispelling the changes that have happened against our will. Could you assist us?"
Well, I have dispel magics. That's no problem.
Yep.
But as I look at all of you, a dispel magic will do nothing to your condition.
Have you the ability to change us in any way or provide us access to remove curse?
No. You want to? Oh, I can remove curse. What kind of magic items do you have?
Well, I've given my sword.
Yeah, that got you in the door.
We have several magic items. I have a bag of holding, oversized because it's actually a backpack of holding, so it's large.
Yeah.
He's
very interested in that.
I've got a ring of stone to flesh.
Yep. If he's very interested in that, I'll
this thing here on my chest that looks pretty funky.
Oh, he's never seen one of those. That's a diagram amulet. Those are gigantically valuable.
Well, you're just going to take it out of his flesh.
Yeah, if we traded you that, would you be willing to cast Remove Curse?
I'll be happy to do that. That's a deal.
All right.
So he removes the curse from the guy with the amulet, and he grabs the amulet and he puts it away in a pocket.
So Calder is now fully human again.
No, he still has black eyes and white hair. but he's not cursed.
As in the curse is no longer, he doesn't serve set.
No, he still serves set.
So does the wizard know whether or not a temple can help? Like, for instance, Temple of Barduk. If we can get one of
getting
them,
getting in the temple is difficult for the minions of Set.
Right, but how about getting one of the priests to come out?
That could help. Yeah. Do you have a lot of gold or gems with you?
I've got a ring or two.
Yeah, we got some gold. Well, and I'm not a minion of Set. Would remove curse work on me? Does the wizard think that would help me?
He throws a remove curse on each and every one of you.
Yeah.
Does it affect my alignment since I'm not a minion of Set?
No, you seem to still be chaotic evil.
Got
This
it.
may not be a curse.
Okay.
It may not be a curse.
Okay. All right. So then,
I would if I could ask the question real quick. With the wizard, lay out the whole story. As chaos, as the absolute embodiment of chaos, I can't abide any kind of organization or control or anything like that. So it's not a curse. Is it a geas? Is it a quest? What are we under the effects of?
Well, that's a very good question. It's definitely a holy effect.
Aha.
Temple time.
Yeah.
What can reverse that?
He doesn't know. He's not holy.
Who would he suggest we speak with that would be willing to help us?
Leroy Jenkins.
The best one would be Kugel the Cudgel. Kugel of the Cudgel.
St. Cuthbert?
But you got to have lots of dough to deal with them.
Well, we have stuff that we can turn into gold, so we can at least get started.
What about a wish?
Yeah, wish would be just fine if you got one.
Chrome, that's the highest circle of magic, and it ages the wizard who does it. No wizard would willingly do it.
But what if you had a ring of wishes?
That'd be great if you could get a hold of it. I just put one in the dungeon, as a matter of fact, just for you guys.
You want to tell us where that is so we can go,
It's probably guarded by a golden dragon.
Let's go find Kugla and see if he can help us, if we can pay our way out of foolishness.
Okay, so you go to this opulent, wondrous temple.
Uh-oh.
And as soon as you start walking on the stairs, the white marble turns black. And 5 or 6 priests with weird jade staves come down the stairs, and they try to shush you away.
Levi, who's the highest charisma human? Not me.
don't know.
Charisma. Let me check mine.
Let me see.
Mine's 12, so probably not me.
So I've got 16.
All right, you're talking for the humans. Excuse us. We'll step, or you guys step back because you guys are minions upset.
I try to explain the situation and say we need some help, and what can you do to help us, and what would it cost us?
What would it cost?
That will be 11,000 gold paid in advance.
Guaranteed results.
Guaranteed results.
Okay, let's
So
see.
then we,
So
Whatever.
I have 4,000 gold.
We
Is
have
it 11,000 for all the cursed, or 11,000 per?
11,000 for everybody.
yeah.
So
I
how
have-
much is it?
I have
How much is it just for one?
4,600.
we have 3,000 that we acquired in the
Yeah.
questing today, plus another 780 copper, which is what, 78 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, so 78. Then we have the chalice worth 100.
So hang on, let me put numbers together. Chrome, what was your number?
4,000.
4, and we got 3.
3,072 left after we paid the dwarven tax
Roger.
from partying, plus 780, so 70 copper, so 78 gold, and then 100 in value of the silver chalice.
And 100. All right, so we need 11 grand.
So-
Okay.
Yes.
So I have stuff in the bank.
I've got cash.
Hang on. Okay.
Yeah, what's the conversion of platinum to gold again?
1 to 5 or 1 to 10, Jim?
1 to 10. 1 platinum is worth 10 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we still got to come up with 3,200.
I pay it.
Who's this?
Drawn.
Well, I could sell my potion of healing. That might be worth money.
No, that's
No,
all
you
right.
really need to-
I get the cash
Did
in.
you already count the gold that I had?
Well, we counted the money we just got. We counted Chrome's money, and
What about my money?
what was yours?
4,660.
Yeah, we only need 3,200,
Okay.
but now we're going to be broke again. Okay.
No, I'll still have something left after that. So go ahead, take it from
I
me.
still have something left after that.
I
Okay.
mean, I've got it
All
as
right,
well.
Jim, we're giving them the money.
All right. Then they take you into the temple. They sit you all on a big bench in front of this gigantic club.
Isn't this what happened in the last season
And
of
you-
Walking Dead?
Yeah, really. And you all go unconscious.
Same as Walking Dead.
And then you wake up with a horrible headache. You feel amazing. You all have long red hair, and you all worship Cuthbert of the Cudgel.
Oh my.
So we're all filthy gingers.
And all of your weapons have now changed to +1 clubs.
Could be worse.
And there you are.
I assume I have no weapon because I can't use it.
Yeah, but you have a +1 quarterstaff.
Oh.
So
Okay.
so all my nice shiny swords are gone.
Gone.
Oh,
How much
You guys-
gold did I have left, Andrew? You took how much? 3,000?
3,200.
3,200. Okay.
3144 was the residual.
so what
Okay,
happened
so-
to my spear of first strike?
Yeah, it's gone. Walt,
Yes.
should we do a commercial before we end, buddy?
I think that would be a disservice to somebody. But why don't we start wrapping things up? So Prometheus, what has come of Prometheus because of this?
Yeah. How does this reconcile with my pure chaos?
Yeah, okay, you're still chaotic, but now you worship Cuthbert of the Cudgel,
I can't
and you're
worship
kind of.
anybody
you're-
but me.
I understand that concept, but whenever Cuthbert's mentioned, you're kind of on his side.
I'll have to reconcile that, but
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm sensing another
So
quest
now-
coming on.
So Andrew, how much gold did you guys just spend? 11,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 11,000 experience divided by all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goes into 11,000. How many times?
That
One and a little.
Like 1450,
yeah.
give or take.
Okay, so you all got 14,000. 14,000 or
1400.
It should be
1,400 experience for that.
Okay.
I don't think you killed a single monster this time.
No.
I killed the mummy.
I turned to
mummy.
mummy. I turned to mummy.
Turned
Oh,
one.
that's right. You did do mummies. Thank you. Well, let me give you the hit points for that. Those are 2,000 apiece.
So
So
4 grand divided by 7 of us as well.
yes, no, 8 of you.
8.
1, 2,
Remember
3,
that.
4.
So that's
5,
500 each,
6,
right?
7.
If it's 8, okay.
Okay, 500 apiece.
That's monster.
Anything else?
No. Oh well. Yeah, I still have that stupid pattern ring.
And
Yeah,
do
no
they
experience for any patterned objects.
and do they still have the books?
And we have the books of the undead. Are they
The 2 Necronomicons. Okay, so you have to use them to get 10,000 experience points, and you both have a book.
We did use it.
I was
I
gonna
did.
say he read it
No,
one time.
You have to use it out of the dungeon.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
could we don't?
If you use it, you become a follower of Set, right?
It all depends on what page you use.
Can they sell them?
Yeah, I wanted to go to Saint. I'm going to go to the Temple of Farlong and see if I can donate it.
I would try selling it.
I think you donate it to the Temple of Cudgel of the Cuthbert of the Cudgel.
Will they buy it?
No, he's going to donate it.
Yeah, for experience. Because
Okay, so
any magic
that'll,
you still get the experience.
that'll give you 7,000 experience.
Okay.
Nick, what are you doing with your book?
I'm gonna burn mine.
No, you wouldn't do that. You like this book.
No, I don't. Remember, I just got released.
Yeah, you got released. You like this book
Why do I like this book?
because it's got a lot of power in it, and you're interested in power for yourself.
It's precious to you.
Well, then I guess I have to hold on to it, right?
Well, you could donate it for 7,000 experience. That's power too.
Okay, then I'll donate it for 7,000 experience points.
7,000 experience. There you go.
Got it.
And you all get 500 experience for your clubs.
Well, now only the people who got turned from whatever they were to.
No,
regular
everybody
people.
got a club, and everybody
everybody did.
is a Cuthbert fan. Yeah,
What if we had multiple weapons?
they're all gone except for the club.
Even my strength bow?
Yeah, even your marvelous, wondrous strength bow.
Damn.
So how much?
Do I now have a +1 quarterstaff then, as a monk?
+1. You can use a club as a monk, can't you?
Oh, yeah. I'll have to go look.
I think you can.
All right.
Okay.
So wow, look at that! You guys died and came back alive. That's wonderful.
As gingers.
I will write this up. I don't know if I've got everyone's email. So, Chrome, if you could share my email with the people who are on this list, then I will add you into what we have as event 3, just so you guys can see all this stuff as notes.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
And we'll go from there. Now, do you feel like or not feel like building a temple to Set?
We do not feel like it.
How much money can we make from building a temple to Set?
I feel like I now need to destroy Set.
Okay,
Ooh, we have
that's
a
fine.
quest.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's on our list.
Yeah. I feel
Right
like
there with
he's
Cuthbert
made-
for turning me into
I
a
feel
filthy
like
ginger.
everybody who serves Set is now an enemy, and it's me.
Okay, so the Cuthbert priests have healed you all back to full hit points.
Yeah.
And then if anybody went up a level, of course, you just roll the die and go up that level. And then your weapons are clubs from now on.
What if we don't want to use clubs?
You can buy regular weapons, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume I just get the +1 quarterstaff and I can save it since I can't use the club. You said?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Well, you all did very good. We had a few deaths, but you're not dead, so that's a plus. That's on the plus column.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. It's just I feel like we got ravaged.
Oh yeah. We
kind of did.
Pretty tough.
That's a pretty common feeling in a Gygaxian dungeon.
Yeah.
it for sure is. I'll also take a picture of the map and include the map.
So
with sheet.
the
Just-
questions I would ask Jim for meta is, okay, well, what were the two dwarves all about?
They're figurines of wondrous power that are made to help you out in the dungeon.
So I was right. They were.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
We've never seen evil ones before.
Yeah.
And what did they take from the chest that we didn't get?
They took 100,000 gold piece diamond that's cursed.
What is the curse on it?
That's a fair question. To never hit an enemy.
Oh, I see. But what did they take out of the chest?
Wait.
Nothing.
The code.
They didn't take anything. They just took the diamond.
Oh,
So
okay.
they took the diamond in room 2, but then they were able to attack and win the cobras, even though they were never able to hit an enemy.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they didn't do the striking. Their unusual living hammers did the striking.
Got
The
it.
hammers weren't cursed at all.
Could we have beaten them?
Not a chance in the world.
I figured we
Three times your number couldn't have beaten them.
So what would have happened if I had set them on the ground?
When you were offline, we were making plans to jump them.
Yeah, well.
So what would
when
have happened if I had poured holy water on them?
Nothing. The hammers would have been hurt, but they wouldn't have been hurt.
Next time we should just hit him with Nick's poison.
But you didn't get to see the poor 4 dwarves that were up there who wanted to grab the gem from the 2 dwarves. There was a gigantic battle, and they were all knocked unconscious and almost dead.
Wow.
We should have
Woke up
taken
just in
advantage.
time to rob us.
So, yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
So, last question: if we want to investigate a separate entrance into the dungeon, like how would we go about doing that?
Okay, I told you all you have to do is start adventuring outside the castle, like a mile outside. So you start looking around the land to see what you can find. And there are lots of entrances.
But do those entrances go in like as it feels like now we're a little weaker? So do we want to take those entrances that might pop us into a darker place, or a tougher place?
That's a very good question to ask, sir. You have no idea.
Okay.
So one thing, Chrome, now that I've got 3rd level spells, because I did level up, I can also do some design work and possibly figure out how to locate some type of fortuitous entrance. So we'll see. I'm going to have to sell my last possessions so I have enough money to do the research. It costs me money, but I can sell everything I got and see if I can figure it out.
And don't forget, it's a gold piece a day in the end.
Yep. Well,
All right. Well, Walt, take us out. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. We want to thank everybody who took their afternoon to hang out with us for a little bit. Thanks some of our friends over on Facebook who are getting very creative, especially Andy Toller, who had some really hysterical comments. So if you go over to the Galaxy's Edge fan club, he had some stuff going on that was just absolutely hysterical. Sorry about some of the technical glitches. Those will be edited out before we post this up on the official YouTube channel. And I want to thank everybody for coming out. If you haven't voted in the Dragon Awards, just remember, that's how D&D works. So get it done. And we'll catch you next time with Sci-Fi Writers playing old school D&D.